Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
Big up on yourself, people. Welcome to the show. Thanks for tuning in to another one. Yeah, man, we see Siobhan in the building, Javan in the building. How you mean and I hear no sound? You not hear me? Flex Dixon, big up yourself. No volume. Derek G, no volume.
I heard volume.
Cranky, just check it on volume there. What not talk, sir? What no one? We short. Yeah, man, bless up on yourself. As you can see, Stan Cranky in the building. And probably this one I never hear. Him drop the standing up. I'm not too sure I'm Arsenal team.
He just got money period. I changed team. We do take people who negate their team. You can't come over.
So hold on, on the nasty me. On the nasty Cranky. Somebody has said them we need proper lighting.
You hear it?
Yeah, but them after them nasty with the lighting. Remember, so we know that studio and people, so you now get the best lighting.
Oh, so you know what? Maybe you know I'm into some things. That's fine. I don't know if this will help.
That not enough different.
No, never know what I like.
Big up yourself, Broadman Security. Jarvis Paris, what go on?
It's not necessary.
Hey, no.
Unless if you close it down and use the inside light.
No, man, no, they are big light I need for them. I said, no, they must sit there, no.
So they say they're not seeing us well?
No, they must have proper lighting, so I guess they need a floodlight.
Yeah, it's a little bit dark. I'm wondering if you close the windows and just use the light in here if it shows better. Let me see.
Hold on, Cranky.
Try different things.
He produced our work. You get darker.
Get darker.
Yeah.
Yeah, not gonna work.
It's not gonna work, people. Just Paul Johnson said the lighting good. Alright, Jarvis, what you say good? Talk, we don't need to see you guys. Alright, Bertha. Yeah, man, I like that. I like that. I don't know fashion show there, I understand. When you just know so now see the jersey, and from when you hear the voice, you know me. From when you hear that Arsenal voice, you know a Cranky. I understand. I'm just picky. Oh, okay, Sheldon, you're picky. Then go pick some apple and some plum and some cherry, man.
Sheldon, high maintenance.
Yeah. Man, I got big up myself. When me I come Jersey side, we don't know no game I play a Jersey. We don't know if no game I play a Jersey.
They must take coaches test on the road.
I said take coaches test on the road. Hey, you know a good thing that?
Yeah.
A good thing that, you know. So we do some road shows. Yeah, man. I like that idea there. I'm gonna write that down. Cranky, you see, y'all get idea for all your channel, Cranky.
I already have them.
I
already have them.
You already have that one there? Or you know what?
Enough idea. Some will be successful, some will fail miserably. But you have to try. If you don't try, nothing done. I'm trying nothing done.
Hey, Blake. I'm not going to come here so with that in a Blake. Anyways, people, big up yourself. As we say, we are here to just talk about the preview. This is a preview.
No, you can't address people like Blake. No, that's everything. Blake, we will talk about that, Blake. All right? We're going to talk pre and post. So go on, coach.
Yeah, so we just want to, get into the frame of mind for this third place playoff between Jamaica and Panama. If you look back on what took place in the semi-finals, Jamaica lost 3-1 in extra time to United States. That was not a true reflection of the game. So let me just emphasize that a little bit. Also, Mexico defeated Panama 3-0. That is also not a reflection of the game. Based on what we see cranky in the first half, Panama got a few chances. Them could have put them away, but them never do it. And likewise, Jamaica versus US. But it's the nature of the game, and that happened. So we have to move on. Man of God said, tell Cranky, a man at my work. So him can't come checking this. Alright. Kurt James, a Philadelphia Union coach, Chester, Pennsylvania. Kurt James. Coach Chester. Kurt James, are you name Chester? Talk up Kurt James. If I Union Chester, I know who then. You understand? Joel Smith, big up yourself. Coach has a 4 or 5 minutes on the board in the stadium. What that mean?
No, he's saying they put up 4 first, and then their explanation was that the substitution for Bobby Reed added another minute. But that was nonsense.
No, the man put up the 4.
I know, but there's
and then he pull it down.
For Bobby Reed didn't factor in it. That's why he put up the 5 minutes.
But Bobby Reed not take 1 minute to cover.
We know that. so Blake's point about no, Blake, we won in regular time, but you take the home field advantage where you extended the time until you scored.
Simple. Fergie time them say.
Yeah.
That's what the thing said. So on the heels of this game now, those were the results, and basically disappointing for both Panama and Jamaica. And I know that they're gonna be coming out to put in a very good performance in this game too, you know. Basically have a stronghold of the third place position in this game. Big up to Man of God for that $2.99 super sticker. Bless up yourself.
Man of God, think that story when I put $2.99.
Yeah, just choose the 5, it $20 and it $10, Man of God, because well, I hope Brain Drain come and see that and can do better than that. So we can't continue. I do a Brain Drain probably upon it. Today Sunday, Brain Drain probably the woman go and sleep. Float management. Big up yourself, you know, float management. What go on?
Float, that's up.
Yeah, man. We meet up with float management people. I don't know. A whole lot of people will link up with it now. Kiddo Simple said it was a rough one. Yeah, man. It was a very, very tough game for us. But that's why I want the boys to go out today, put in one of those performances. The beauty about this game is that Shamar Nicholson and Demarai Gray will be basically ready for this game, and that is what I thought that was missing in the team on Thursday. The firepower up front, and with these 2 lethal persons coming in, I definitely believe that we can do a lot better in terms of putting away our chances that we get, so we can get a better. I think Panama is also a physical team. The players are robust, they are strong. You understand? They are tough cookies, so to speak. So it's not going to be a walkover first. They are also speedy. You understand? So not only Jamaican players are quick, you know. The Panama team is very quick. They are skillful as well. I think they play more of an open type of play. And if they will continue to play that way, I mean, you have a Nicholson and a Gray that can really exploit that. Cephas, if he's given another again, he can exploit that with the pace that he has. You understand? So a whole lot of things we have to look about. Cranky, what's your take? Your analysis of what we should expect going into this encounter versus tough Panama team, which you normally say a bogey team, you know.
Yeah, so if we start with Panama, I actually was impressed with Panama against Mexico. They weren't afraid. They didn't play low block. They believe they can match the Mexicans in terms of technical ability and all of the things you want to think about, physicality, technical ability, and they demonstrated that in the game. I think they're a little bit susceptible and a little bit naive defensively, because the first goal that Mexico scores was reflective on an early chance they got, and you think they played a bit more compact, but they're extremely comfortable on the ball, which I find that we're not actually, especially in our midfield. They're comfortable on the ball. They can move the ball between the lines really well. They have patterns of play. They play short ball, and they can mix it up. So, and as you mentioned earlier, I think it's a team we struggle with continuously throughout the periods when we play them. So we probably won't have as much of the ball as we would like. Maybe not as much as the US had against us, but as you alluded to, our game is counter-attacking game anyway. Play the ball up top, flick it on to the wingers, and you have Nicholson with his size can do that today. So that should help us. What we need to try to do though, as we go through these games, which is for me our dress rehearsal for the World Cup qualifiers, we have to improve our midfield. We don't do a good job of playing the ball from the back to the middle to the forwards. So our forwards are starved for service a lot of times. And when we press, we don't press cohesively. So the problem we run into when we press, there are gaps between the defensive lines, which can be exploited. And teams that play good short passes and are good on the ball will exploit those. So for example, we're playing, call it 3-5-2, what we were playing the other day. Mm-hmm. When Dexter goes or when Greg Lee goes, that means you're open behind them, even though Bernard and Latti rotate over. Mm-hmm. The ball passed behind them, we're vulnerable, right? So we have to press cohesively. When you press that way, though, you're vulnerable over the top. If you do press the way they should be pressing, because you want to stifle the opposition, you want to suffocate them, so you can win the ball back. And I think we missed a trick against the U.S. whereby Matt Turner is, people, you got to be there to see how Matt Turner, he's awful on the ball. I'm telling you, he's bad with his feet. And maybe that's why we got rid of him at Arsenal and why he's struggling at Nottingham Forest. He's a good shot stopper. Mm-hmm. He did a decent job saving for Cephas, even though Cephas didn't make him work.
No, Cephas kicked the ball out.
It didn't make him work, but he's not good with his feet. So what you want to do is press the defense and press the team so they pass it back to him, and then you try to set him up to nick the ball off him. But Panama is going to be a different kettle of fish. They like to keep the ball. They like to play well. They're very, very technical. But I do think, as you mentioned, we have more firepower now between Gray and Nicholson. I'm not sure who he's going to play. I'm very curious to see what the team is today. I thought that when we made some changes in the midfield, that it improved it. And you and I talked about this at one point in the game, late in the game, where we made about 10 passes, which we didn't do for almost the entire game. So that needs to improve about how we play. But we'll also go through later, talk about potential starting lineup. But I do think we have a chance to beat them today if we play smart.
Yeah, definitely. And one thing I noticed about the you mentioned it, they weren't afraid to try and match the Mexicans. And I think they're not going to be afraid of the Jamaicans either. No. They're going to basically try and play their type of football. This sort of play where they are expressive. They move the ball quick too. I'm a bit worried about that. It's not like a US team who were very patient and tried to incrementally break down the Reggae Boyz team. I don't see that from the Panama team. Panama team is more about slick passing, utilizing their skills and all of these things to ensure that they break down. But is it a case where that is only for basically they are relying on individual skills? Because I didn't see any pattern per se from Panama, you know. I just see them moving the ball.
Pattern. No, they had patterns.
They had pattern.
They had their triangle passing they do, and they have the orchestrator. They got the kid that wears the afro. Played against us in Jamaica too. Yeah, they beat us. He's their orchestrator. The balls are played through him, right? He's servicing both sides of the field and going to the middle. He's orchestrating the play. He's difficult to get off the ball, and we have to find a way to disrupt him. I don't think we should play the same midfield we played. Well, we played 3-5-2, but I don't think we should play the midfield we played against the US, for example. I think the coach should give other players a chance, in this game. I think you should give our players try something different, because that midfield, even though defensively you're decent, it's difficult offensively. But they don't have the skill to play when under pressure.
I don't think. All right, I get the point that you're making, that they should basically give other kids a try.
But K-Roy, for example, I think.
Yeah, but coming off a loss, do you believe that the coach will want to risk getting another loss back to back like that? So, do you think he's gonna set up the team the same way? Even though we spoke to Freddie and Bibi, they say that when the coaching staff meet, they basically get the scouting report on the other team and they set up how best possible they can actually break down that other team. So will that be a similar setup for Panama, or they're gonna go flamboyant or risky, or like I said, give a Kerai an opportunity to express himself in a game? Because I do believe I saw patches when he came on, and he was able to actually hold the football, move the ball. He was always one that wants the football, moving the ball side to side, trying to make the forward passes as well. So he seems to me like a hungry midfielder that is young and full of vibes and vibrancy that can help the team going forward. But will the coaching staff do something like that? That's what I'm afraid of.
He's probably the only true, well, DJ too, but he's more than DJ, a two-way midfielder. Like, he plays defense, but you can see he has offensive ability going forward, right? I know that Casey Palmer, and to me, Casey wasn't in the game. Right? When Casey got the ball, it wasn't like he got the ball, dip his shoulder, turn, laid off, create space. He wasn't doing that. And he was him and Lowe playing in the midfield.
Yeah.
Think about it the way. That wasn't happening. So you see Bobby Reed was playing the lines,
Yeah.
playing up front and helping the midfield, right? But I think Casey and Lowe didn't have the offensive capability to create space when they get the ball, to slow the game down or speed the game up, to get the ball out to the wingers. That wasn't happening in the game. Our midfield wasn't what we needed to allow us, because I said this to Freddie and them. You rest on offense in today's football, you know.
Yeah.
Right? So when you have the ball, you can dictate how you want to play. So the U.S. rest on offense quite a bit in that game. We didn't get any rest. We're playing defense for 80 minutes, even though the stats may show something different. We don't get any rest.
True.
That's why you see Bobby Reed out on his feet. Low look tired. A lot of our players look tired, especially in the middle of the park, because they were working so hard. And when you're playing offense, the game comes easier. You don't feel the pain and the tiredness as you do as when you play defense.
All right. One thing that Freddie said to that I looked into, and many people thought that Damian Lowe was actually playing the number 6 role. Obviously, he was not playing based off what Freddie said. So he was moving like a box to box because he has the height, and you mentioned it too that you saw it in training, and obviously they did it in the game. He was the height or the point man for the flick-ons to ensure that we have an attacking thrust. So the people calling for Damian Lowe to play that defensive midfield role, he wasn't playing that role.
I don't think the defensive midfield was what was lacking in the game. You think about it. The U.S. normally gets a lot of chances against us.
No, I'm not saying that is the lacking in it. I'm just pointing out to the people.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
We didn't have a CDM in the game.
No.
Right? They were just playing. And we were so compact and so deep, it didn't really matter because you had 5 people protecting the back 3, basically. Right? That's part of the problem, which is you need to get out and move up the field more to pressure the other team, because the U.S. middle of the park is not the best.
No, they're not.
You know, Robinson's good on one side, but the rest of the defense is not that great. And we didn't put any pressure on them, per se, except when Cephas ran past them, which is all Cephas doing, and frankly should have done better in that play. If Cephas scores a goal, I'm confident we win easily. Because they would be pressing more and also be creating more opportunities for us.
And for Cephas as well.
Exactly. And Bobby Reed coming out was difficult because we left ourselves vulnerable in extra time. I know we'd have lost in extra time because if you look at the team that ended the game in regular time, there were no forwards on the field. There's a bunch of defenders on the field, maybe about 7 or 8 defenders. So how are you going to go in extra time? Well, you may even go to penalty kicks. Who's going to take the penalties? Who's going to be able to score in extra time? So we committed to winning regular time, and when that didn't work, we didn't have a plan B.
I mean, you could see that though, Cranky, because with a few minutes left in the game, I think the coach's decision would have been, hey, we can hold them off 3 minutes in the game or 2 minutes in the game, make that change to heat down some time off the clock. So I think it was a strategic move as well to put in another defender because we wanted to win that game. But sometimes you miss and you hit with these type of decision, and obviously it never worked. And like you rightfully said, when we went into extra time, there wasn't any potency for us to really create that opportunity to score because Trayvon Gray was just in the game. He wasn't playing a particular role.
I didn't understand the change, and here's why. You're already playing 3-5-2. So 5 of those players in the back, in fact, 6 of them are defenders. How many defenders do you need? on the field. You have 6 defenders. There are 3 in the back, Lowe, Greg Lee, and Lembekisi. That's 6 defenders. Why you put another defender? I didn't see the rationale in that. And when you didn't score in regular time, what are you going to do when you go into extra time? You have no offensive potency in the field. 0.
And that's why when they put on the young general there in Dixon and another change. Was it Burke? Or they had to
Burke came on and had to come on.
And they had to take him out.
Dixon came on. DJ came on. They've been a lot of changes. Some changes were good. I thought.
And DJ came on though, but DJ was sitting a little bit deeper than he regular plays.
DJ came on.
I guess he was working off
also.
instruction.
The problem you have is, and this is what part of the frustration is, at least on my part, if I bring in a ball holding midfielder, and that's why you hear me preaching for Ravel. If Ravel is playing scrimmage in his shorts in some corner, go get him. I'm sorry. Go get him, because what he does really, really well, when he gets the ball, he has space and time. He can make a 40-yard pass. He can make a 2-yard pass. He can make a 15-yard pass. He's never under pressure. I'm not saying Ravel is the savior, but we have nobody but in the park can dictate the pace of the game, can dictate the game, can allow us to retain and have possession. We don't have any possession. We get the ball, we make 2 passes, we lose it. So the one time in the game, late in the game, we made about 10 passes when you just backed off a little bit. That cannot be the case. You need dictators in the middle of the park to help you take the ball from the defenders, play with them, move the ball midfield, recycle the ball. We have none of that. And we need to get. I thought Casey would be that person, even though Casey was playing box-to-box at Coventry, and I'm not sure where he was playing in this game. I thought he would give us some of that. I didn't really see that actually. Now, to be fair, the U.S. does put pressure on you when you have the ball. But if you're playing 4 in the middle or 5 in the middle, you should be able to get the ball out wide and get the ball up top. What I would say, though, in today's game, because I don't think Jamalo and Cephas were starved for service. And even when they get it sometime, it wasn't being used. It wasn't being like, it's a precious metal.
Because they were too wide.
Yeah, and also they were, Cephas beat his man once over the left side, right? And he missed that goal. But apart from that, sometimes you individual play has to create opportunities for yourself. If it's not happening through the normal cycle of play. And so maybe, and I know Gray does this really well. Gray has some Ravel ability in him. His ability to hold the ball, skip a couple of players, lay it off. Nicholson can hold the ball up well. So that will help today. But we still need the middle of the park to have ball handlers. And K-Roy affords you that, I think.
I think, you make a solid point there, Cranky, in terms of somebody who can dictate the pace of the game, slow the game down. That is really Ravel. And it's like basketball. Your opposing team have the momentum, they hit down like 3 baskets. Or you lead and you notice that they are catching you up in the game. You as the point guard, it's no need to rush to come across the center circle. The line rather. But just slow down the pace of the game to take that momentum away from the opponent and not allow them to get the ball and do what they want to do. So we need that person in the middle of the park that can really turn up, turn down the temperature, the volume of the game basically to ensure that, when we are under a little pressure, you give that man the ball to move into space, get back the ball and kind of, get some triangular passes to get opponents out of the way. So we really need that person in the middle of the park. I mean, we can't overemphasize it. But again, there's not a person that we are seeing right now that can do or is playing that position. K-Roy, like I said, is really close to Ravel. Will the coach unleash him today to ensure that we get a valuable looking on the midfield? Even though the coaching staff is saying it's a work in progress and they are incrementally developing certain aspects of the team. But sometimes the fans are not really as patient.
I'm sorry. We are almost at World Cup qualified. We don't have time, we don't develop nothing. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's our part of that. We don't have time to develop no people. We at the appropriate time now to get things right. The coach has been here over a year now. And we agree, because we went to training I went to training a couple of days. You went yesterday.
Yeah.
It's difficult to implement your ideas when you don't have time.
Yeah.
It's not one months to do. It's difficult. But like the press, for example. The press was not coordinated. I didn't see them work on press and training. Which means, you know what? If you look at our Arsenal press, you would see Nketiah or Jesus or Odegaard. They look around first, and then everybody say it's time. It's like a signal. We go hunt, right? We don't hunt like that. Lamborghini's pressing, Jamal is pressing, Siva's pressing, but nobody's pressing. That cannot work because if you three are pressing, there's space behind you when you go forward. And here's our problem also: nobody takes the ball, dip their shoulder, turn on a man, pump. You ever seen a midfielder beat anybody? When you beat somebody in the behind, you know that's problem because somebody has to come to you, and then there's going to be opportunities for you to run off them.
Yep.
If you can go, we're not asking for people to dribble like people all the time because dribbling takes risk. But the ball coming to you, you dip your shoulder, you turn, the man is behind you, the defense don't have to react. We don't have yet that. No.
Okay. Yeah, man. So, Cranky making some solid points here. Big up to all the people in the comment section. Jason Guna and DS Electronics, Miguel, Jason in the building. Wicked Man Brook, a long time when I see him. DS Electronic, Thierry Honor in the building. Bertha, big up on yourself, people. So here what we are going to do, we have the phone line open to people, so you can call in and let your voice be heard as well. Cranky, one of the questions somebody asked in the comment section is that how often do they still get an opportunity to play in a 1 year international game, and how many training sessions? If you equate to that, how many games, how many training sessions, it's still not enough to really implement.
No,
and that's what Freddie was alluding to.
So if you think about it, they've been here since what, Monday? They probably have 3 training sessions, I would think, or 2. Yeah, they have 3 training sessions in about a week's time, because we finished this today's the last game. So it's not enough training session. They probably train for about an hour and a half. I got to think about it. They got to be very careful about the physical aspects of the players to make sure, right? Because to make sure they get their physical players and how they're doing physically, so they can figure out what amount of work those players can undertake while here. But I think it's probably more of walk to me, actually, right? You go through on the board first and employ and figure out what you're going to deploy when you go on the field. You then go on and you execute it, and you try to coordinate. But as I said the other day, actually, the goal they scored was what they practiced. So the player running behind the defense in the corner, when the throw is deep, you play to him, he either head it over or he plays it over. That came from practice. Also on the free kicks, where they're hitting the ball to the back post, which is what most teams nowadays, and give their height and size trying to head it in the goal. Those are things that they actually practice in training. And I also did see Lowe in the midfield when I went to training, playing in midfield, so I knew he would have played midfield in the game, which actually occurred. And I think the coach probably went from the Canada game and said, you know what, he did a brilliant job. But the Canada game was different. Canada game was desperation. And Canada is not like the US, because US I think have better ball retention ability than Canada does. And their short passes can make it difficult for you. But I thought defensively we were solid, but we still need to relieve that pressure in the midfield. And that wasn't there.
And yesterday, based on what I've observed, they were working on breaking the lines on the flank.
Yeah.
So they can send through somebody and just take a one-time shot. I hope that is something that we can see. Is it something that they saw from a Panama team that they think that they can explore? Trying to break the line at the back end of the team. I don't know if that is going to work. Like I said, I believe that the Panamanian players are very quick. They are solid. So I don't know. But that is what I saw them working on the little time that we were able to be in the training session. Because, we have time limit on those sort of training sessions. The little time I saw them doing that.
Them runway.
Yeah, man.
Them
because of time limit.
Yeah, them runway.
People them runway. Them call the police power people.
Yeah, them call. What do we call them?
Popo.
Yeah,
man. Them call the Popo. So I would say can running with
yeah,
Popo.
so we had Popo running, the people. We had running the day before, and Popo run yesterday. Not a good thing.
It's that look like we have. I hope it stay that way, because I don't want to go in another week. None at all.
When Tycoon is saying, hey, Tycoon, even Robert don't have no club in the play. I'm sorry. We don't have no better than Robert in midfield. Yesterday, today, or tomorrow. At least from who we have available today. We don't. We don't. So if my play a club, even in the living room, I watch TV if you come play. I don't care what the club wants to say, the team wants to say, the Jamaica wants to say about players who do that club. You have nobody with clubs who better than a player, play the player. I haven't complained at JPL then. I'm gonna probably can't pay him.
Can't pay him, man.
Yeah.
Remember, say you have certain lifestyle with them people. Them having me agent to pay and all of them something there, upkeep, maintenance, a whole political thing. I don't think him can manage up in the JPL. But yeah, people, give us a call in now. Give us a call in and give us a take. We are gonna try to discuss the starting 11 that we believe will be implemented in this game. But we want to hear from you people. We want to hear what your thoughts are. So you can call in and let your voice be heard. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of selecting our 11 that we give, Grimmer go roll out. You understand? I see somebody saying that if we are supposed to be discussing that type of play. That alone can a while ago won't be able to give enough ammunition to the opponent. So
here's my view. I actually think, even though the defense was brilliant, I would have played low back in the defense today and play Hector in the midfield. And the reason why is, if you're gonna play long ball football, if you're playing the ball up, make a super flick on, you're playing the ball up to Gray above it from deep. Hector has range in his passing. We don't have anybody in the team that has that range. Who plays behind the forward line? None. Right? Bernard doesn't have the range. Dexter doesn't have the range. Wrigley maybe a little bit, but Amari Bell and Pinnock have the range. Nobody else. Lowe doesn't have the range. Hector can make a 40-yard pass on the dime. I would put Hector in there. A little bit slower, can't cover as much range. But
it's passing.
Yeah, you're sacrificing the defensive speed, but you're gaining the ability to play the ball and put pressure on the defense and probably force them back more than will happen if you don't have that. Because when Lowe was in the game, even when he got the ball wasn't utilized as well as you'd like when he got it. You need someone who can move the ball and utilize the ball well.
Him say Bernard have good passing range as well. We see Brian Jane roll up in our chat, you know.
I think Bernard is good defensively. I'm not sure he has the range.
Brian Jane, what you say? He turned coach's sofa, nah man. The desk get right in front of me, man. We don't sit down on the sofa, you understand? So I know that it turned.
So I Brian Jane, I said, okay, you never come with something cute.
Coach's desk turned coach's sofa.
Well, you do interview people on sofas, don't you? You know, see celebrities on sofa.
Yes, well,
coach a celebrity, so that's where you go.
Yeah, yes, well, let's be honest though. A sofa, I'm sit down on an interview, a artist, you know. And
exactly.
So
it's sofa better. I want the sofa with a pan like and I rock it still.
Yeah, man, that sofa is
not
so comfortable.
Sofa, I'm afraid. I put on weight, so I want it broke. Not the best sofa.
Yeah, man. Christopher Lawrence. Yeah, man. Jamaica versus Panama today in the third place playoff. We're also gonna stay for the final as well because I don't know. We have to watch that game next. I don't know who not say to win that game. I cranky mind. But what is the key to victory for the Reggae Boyz?
Wow.
Keys to victory.
I think keys to victory are one, defensively we are sound as we were against the US. I thought we were exceptional defensively. Two, we need more offensive potency. So we need to revisit how we are we gonna play the same 3-5-2, or we're gonna play 4-3-3, or we're gonna play I don't know what we're gonna 4-4-2, right? Because it depends on the opposition. I think we were really defensive against the US. I think we need. It's a third place game. You're not trying to win. We have to deploy something which is going to utilize going forward to play against teams like these. So I do think we have to have a midfield today to win the game. Because we didn't have a midfield the last game.
Yeah.
Right? We didn't have a midfield.
Kimo, what go on, brother? Welcome to the show. You're live and direct.
Bless up.
I try the next number. I wonder if I find a number.
No, man, that number they mash up, you know. I don't know how I go on, you know. So, me just say it for the past few streams, I tell the people, them. So, me put a different number at the. Yeah, man.
For some foreign America, USA era code and
Huh?
yeah, man.
No, people don't follow him. See the number they are running at the screen. 1-876-360-6624. That number them call. Don't make him fool, you know. What you say now?
Because, yeah, man. So my take on the game, I still think that game is an important game. I have to put the game on Thursday behind it. You understand? Because if you consider like this meetings like this, Bowser would be the leading goal scorer in the CONCACAF Nations League. Not sure if you know. However, we have Bobby and also Demarai and 3 goals as well. So just in case Bowser doesn't get any goals in this game and Demarai get 2, that would be 5 with some assists. So you will be the leading goal scorer. So I still think it's an important game. We have a lot to play for. Maybe we can get to see some more from Roy Anderson or a bit of kind parts. Depends on how the game is going. I'm looking forward to see how the players gel back with the team based on the things that are going around the team. But this Panama team has been a bogey team for us for quite some time now, and I think it's a good time to get a good result against them by winning, because we're going into a World Cup campaign and we don't want to slip up, because if you slip up we might just be in a group with them in the second round. But it's good to get a point from them, knowing not a point but a win, because they are ranked above us, so we're playing for rankings and everything. Now we don't want to lose a back-to-back game, and then winning this game also would make us play in the knockout round or qualify for the knockout round in November, like what happened with Canada, Mexico, and the USA. So yeah, it's a lot to play for.
Okay. And what I ask Cranky the question, keys to victory. What do you think would be the keys to victory in this encounter?
I mean, you see in the USA game where we played 90 minutes football, but it's gonna be more than 90 minutes football whenever you're in a knockout competition. So it has to do with focusness, full focusness with the team. Also, the coach has to learn from what happened Thursday and to make the right substitution at the right time. And we have to take our chances, and we can expect the Panama team to have more of the ball, because they're confident going forward as well and with possession.
Okay.
Yeah, man. That's it for me.
Alright, big up yourself. Keep away the do. Yeah, host a show. Me see a little clip with you and
Yeah, I start a little thing again. I buy up some equipment for start my thing.
So you have the channel too, or you just do some outside question and answer thing?
I have do both, but you don't know with my job, but I can't do too much. But just start from somewhere and see where it lead me.
Now go see if you are cranky I reach first on this space.
No, I'm already first now, because I'm no rush. I enjoy my time away from work, so I'm no rush to start the channel.
Alright, big up yourself, Kivo.
So can I answer Peter? I just texted me. Peter is saying that the coach will not be happy with us giving away. Peter, we're not giving nothing.
We're not giving nothing.
What happened was we talked about the strategy that they practiced, that they deployed in the US game. We were kicked out of training yesterday, so we wouldn't even know what they were planning to do for this game. So Peter, not create no narrative and no situation we say we are giving, because we're not giving up. Well, in fact, we don't know nothing to give for in that first place.
Cranky say Mago reach first. No man.
No, I'm not answer that.
And detonation, no, you bring them argument over here, no, Virgin. Remember, sir, this is an international space, you know. We don't want you bring certain argument, yes, brother.
No, not that.
Me not want to call the name still, you know, but in the comment section. So the people them who have the range, just delete that question, then, man. That statement there from detonation. You see me, I say, I'm telling you, them things are under scrutiny, you know, people. You know, don't take it lightly. And we don't want
nothing. It's the brain drain I try to look up. Hey, brain drain. It's not procrastinating. If you're gonna put out a product brain drain, it's like Apple putting out iPhones in a brain drain. When you put it out, it has to work and it has to look good. And this takes brain drain, as you know, takes time. If you want to be perfect in what you're doing, if you want utopia in what you're doing, Take time. Don't rush it. Take your time, do your research, and when you come out, make sure it works. That's how it is.
And I remember say Brain Drain can't wait now, because I have some whole for super chat for drop, you know. Brain Drain say super chat up on the screen, you know. Beat that, no, man. Are the money done for your month? None of that. Alright.
Perfection is the enemy of good. We don't have good thing in a Brain Drain. Good for regular people, Brain Drain.
Greatness.
We're not a good thing.
Alright, the views expressed in the comment section don't necessarily align with those of Coach or his desk. Thank you.
So yeah, come on, my background. Add your disclaimers.
Yeah. Hey, big up yourself, you know, bro. Public service announcement.
The ones that you get canceled, like our PMP canceled in person and you be canceled them.
Yeah, man. It's me, I say.
I think public can be detrimental to your health.
See, Taylor, big up yourself.
Ricardo, I have a question, Coach.
Coach, what's your take on the apology JFF requesting? For me, alright, let me tell you now. It looked like we are going to have a little step going forward. Seeing? It is considered now a new administration, even though the same president. Seeing? I do believe that whatever grievance they have, deal with it outside of the public sphere and just sort it out and start afresh. Let bygones be bygones. Nobody would want no apology because it sounds to me like you're trying to keep them on same way in that regard, because people now go on to no apology because them still probably are going to say, yo, me not say nothing wrong, me not do nothing wrong. So just leave it alone, start afresh, and make we just move forward in our new thing. And that's how me believe. You understand? So, me don't know where Cranky have to step on that, but big up to Moses with that super chat.
I think people have to make examples of. I'm sorry. I didn't hear here's an example. Sancho's coach started it where we say Sancho, when they asked him why Sancho was the team, said no practice well basically. And Sancho defended himself and he got ostracized, people, because they now apologize. Right? He got ostracized.
Yeah.
£70 million you pay for him, you ostracize him. Maybe saying this the coach. When the coach this in person, when you come and diss the JFF, and JFF said nothing about you, in public domain, they have to defend themselves. It's unfair for people to think, you know what, because the JFF has been, as people say, incompetent, terrible, poor, haven't done a good job. We know all of that. But we had the ladies team bash them in public, and then you come bash in public. So anybody can go bash the JFF. At what point do you put your stand and say, you know what, this ain't going to happen anymore? Let me say this about a player who says Jamaica is looking for them. Here's the thing. Well, let me just say this about this, which is, because it's the player we're talking about. Here's the thing, people. If you play really, really well, you get the rewards of your playing, anything you play for. So that means you ain't doing anything for the team you play for. That's why you may not get the accolades that you think you deserve. So don't blame everybody for your problem when you're creating your own problem. And you can't go bash the football administration in public. There are repercussions. And I don't understand people's perception that, oh, you know what, let bygones be, but you think, I don't believe in bygones being bygones in this case, which is, I do need to start a foot because the JFF has not done a good job and it deserves some of the beating they're getting. But the players cannot believe that they have the authority and the autonomy to just say anything they want about the JFF and just, you know what, they're just going to suck it up and get on with it. And I heard Maverick saying that. That's nonsense, Maverick. I don't agree with you. We are going to let the players run the team and say what they want to say and say negative things which get picked up by media all over the world when some things that they say are not accurate. That can't be good.
Cranky, I understand what you say. But you cannot fight the same fight with the ballers or the players them, so to speak. Them come out in a public and do certain things. Of course, you can use a strong fist and do whatever you're doing and nobody knows about it. You don't have to make a public thing out of this.
Coach, think about this, coach. Somebody, you know that thing to people. Things always get leaked. What the coach said, they want to keep it in-house. It got leaked out by the player's manager before it even got put in the public domain by the JFF. That was the JFF doing. the JFL recipient of the vitriol that occurred because of what the coach did, because that's the JFL, that's the coach, and they conflate the two because it's easy to do. And then subsequently, the player comes on and say all these negative things, and we say, you know what, let bygones be gone. Okay, that'd be okay.
No, Cranky is not bygone be bygones, you know. It was said in the public domain, all right, to don't let this thing continuously just a throw out in the public,
Right.
Can't they use a different method to deal with the situation, quash the situation, so that people don't come about and still talk about it. Deal with it. You can find the player, you can give the player too much suspension, you can do whatever, fine or whatever, something you can do in order to it might not take on the public spot where it happen in the situation, but where you are gonna go as the leader, go in the public to try to ensure say the athlete do whatever they do so that you feel big. You can feel big by dealing with it behind
Let's
closed
talk about
doors.
your club. They told Sanchez to apologize in public, didn't they?
Yeah.
Did he?
No.
So if they tell him to apologize and don't, then they can act upon it.
No, but that's what I may say now. Of course, that is true. And as Brain Drain said, you can do the public apology so that it don't bring no more uprising of these sort of situation.
Right.
Even if you do a public apology and people want to talk, the public apology will not stop it.
But wait, here's the thing. So if he said if the player apologizes in public and David say, you know what, that's it, we're done, it's squashed, the player's back in the team, but we can talk and they want, it no matter. Internally they have a better situation.
But all right, is that the best method of solving the situation?
So what is deemed to be a
No, may I ask you if that is the best
That's
method?
what JFF thinks is the method.
But I'm asking Cranky, you're JFF.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm wondering.
To me, you don't want to know what my method would be.
What
Trust me.
What is
Much more harsh.
Tell we.
I'm gonna suspend the player
Okay, how many games?
indefinitely.
Indefinitely?
Yes, until we work out how we're gonna operate going forward, and that's complicated to the entire team. A team, we have lines you can't cross. In fact, they have that in their contract with the players. USP talks. They have that in the contract. That's why they were so perturbed with the girls about going in public. They have that. So me, it's indefinite suspension, just like what Sancho get. And until we agree upon the appropriate remedy, you ain't playing for the team anymore. Ain't happening. At some point,
But-
people,
but-
authority has to reign.
That is true. And,
You can't have chaos.
that is true. And this is where the unprofessionalism probably come in now, no, Cranky. And we can't deny it. If JFF would have stick out to their part of the bargain, because they would have Mr. Chung come and tell you a number of times, several times, that there are policies in the thing that you can't speak ill against the thing,
Right.
the federation in public. Is the policy stating that you should do a public apology and you quash it? Public apology cannot,
No.
it cannot just be a public apology and it's full stop and we move on.
The policy may basically talk about, our procedure may talks about what remedy fix the situation, right?
Yeah.
What's the sanction you're going to receive? I'm not sure what those sanctions entail. We don't have access to that. We don't have that information. But I'm sure it's probably the discretion of the JFF what that means. But here's the thing, people. Look, we don't have to talk about the JFF anymore. We know the JFF. We have beat the JFF to death.
But sometimes a public apology sometimes have the ego and chip on your shoulder, you know. And you are the lead Cranky.
No.
You strongly believe in leadership. Sometimes
the player apologized to Aston Villa. What we talking about here? The player apologized to Aston Villa. And he didn't say nothing that was so terrible.
Did Aston Villa ask him to apologize?
I don't think they did. I don't think they did. The player realized what the public response was in certain media, whether it's Sky or Talk Sports, and come on and say, you know what? My words were misinterpreted. What did the player say about the JFF? Was his word misinterpreted for the JFF? That is what he meant. So the player showed respect for him club, he not show no respect for him country. And Uno can't talk about cranking the player and this and that. Uno to buy a star. And you know what? Me not keep on my mouth. Me say, me try to be as objective as possible. Me not one of them people who me have my favoritism and me not object. No, me not live my life the way there. Me live my life one way. I may be hypocritical in some respect like everybody else. But
Alright.
degrees to this thing.
Alright.
Come on to a hypocrite star. Uno just on the opposite side. Uno have no sense of authority. Uno have no responsibility. Uno have no accountability. And because somebody a star, like some other person I meet about them a star, Uno want to get with things. Something they're nonsense.
Alright, but here with this what Jason said, Aston Villa did not ask him none at all for an apology. He put out an apology, but you think so when them go at the club to go deal when he reach back at England, you don't think the club are gonna deal with him in private?
They're not gonna do nothing. The player didn't
No,
say anything.
well I know. We don't say them how do nothing, but don't you believe that they're gonna have a conversation?
The player didn't bash us.
No, but don't you believe that they're sitting
They're
gonna have a
not
conversation?
But
So that is dealing with it too.
No, the player did not bash Aston Villa.
No.
But him apologize and bash them. Him bash the JFM and bash Jamaica.
Why he had to apologize, or he thought that he had to apologize, because people misconstrue what he said about top 6.
No.
And he's currently employed for them, so he has to stay.
It was about top 6, no bash Aston Villa. No, we should have
I agree. I don't think that's about
everybody like to play top 6 football. That's all him say, and people are jump up and down. And the player said Jamaica, you can't do nothing for him. And him promote Jamaica. The JFM coach. What we can't make? Me confused. About me, I mean.
I'm confused.
We understand, coach. We understand. Me confused. The man was boxing in and bash you, and said, suck it up and deal with it. Got to play a bigger round.
No, nobody.
Bigger than
I am not saying that.
That's what he said. That's what people are saying.
I am not saying that. The people believe.
That's where they're saying indirectly by not vocalizing that what should transpire this thing. The player for apologize. No apologize, JFF. Do what you want, though.
But he can. But Frankie, that's why I asked the question. You know, I am not against the apology. And this is not really about Leon Bailey. The apology is basically for the girls. We're going to take a call in right now. Welcome to the show, caller.
Hey, coach. Afternoon, Shamar.
Well, go on.
Bless up Cranky too. Actually, I agree with what you said a while ago pertaining to Bailey. I do believe that when he gets back to Villa, not saying that he did bash anything about Villa, but Villa will look at the situation to say, what's going to happen if something don't go in way with we? Is he going to do the same thing? So I think they will...
Some conversation.
Like, and really, everything you really need to take to the media are certain things they can say, but there's a thing called PR training. That's why a lot of persons have a PR team. PR team, they're the ones who release information. So, for me, the situation, Leon never, with the sentiment that he made towards the JFF, I don't think it was a surprise to anybody who follows the Jamaican football.
But hold on, Siobhan. I think the question what Badger asked, you know, it has nothing to do with Leon Bailey, you know. It was said by the JFF that, or whoever said it, or it was leaked, that the JFF wants the Reggae Girls, Khadija Shah, and Spencer to apologize. What was said is that the representation, Fifth Pro, said that whatever happened, they don't need any apology. I am saying, Leon Bailey's situation, I want different thing. With the girls, based on what transpired with the girls, do you believe a public apology is needed for the situation? Can't they just squash the thing behind curtain? And when I say squash, I don't mean say, yo, them just don't have dialogue, or if there is a punishment or whatever, it should not be handed down. But it should not be done in the public so that the whole world and Jamaica are going to have a next upheaval of conversation about it.
Alright, so I think the reason why some persons would have said they want it public because the girls them went public.
But you don't have to follow them.
No, that's what I'm saying. I know that. For me, you don't need none of this, none of need for them going public. All of this can be done by you just sitting down with the person, the two parties, just sit down together and just have the conversation and just have the matter resolved. This public thing is all petty in my opinion, because when they do something like this in the petty, and the public, to me, it's just like you just want to bring down the other part. And to me, that doesn't resolve any situation.
Thank you.
That does enhance it, in my opinion. So, when I heard it yesterday, because yesterday me hear about this whole apology thing, whenever you hear about that, I was like, if you guys said that to me, then why you go? I don't know if the JFF officially said that. As what you say, somebody said it. If that is the case, then I would think that would be poor on the JFF's part. I think you can just talk to the girl and to say, hey guys, whatever happened in the process.
Brain James covered.
So Trevor, yeah, means you hurt me head and people in chat about that. No, hurt me head, sir. I get, when I attack me, when I get vexed. You know what I'm saying? Why your club never have behind the scenes with Sancho? Why your Minzy club never go behind the scenes like you know say and squash with Sancho?
I know United players.
Well, I not care. When the United situation, example, I thought it was 50-50.
But no, 50-50. But hold on, Cranky.
Why Man U never do that?
But Cranky, every club deal with them things different.
No, Minzy.
That is an anomaly situation.
What
you mean?
No. Guys, here's the thing. If I come out and say Minzy thief my money, Minzy thief my money from me, I'm gonna tell the whole world. So Minzy come talk to me and say, Mike, we can squash it, we could just do the thing. And the whole world thinks to me a thief. Really? The way you fix it is you publicize that I was wrong, so the perception of the world changes people. That's how you fix it. You can't fix it behind the scenes. And I saw it work in a life.
All right, let me ask you something now. And I agree with everything what I said, but me always want to look from it from a different angle. Seeing when Ronaldinho play ball, big club.
Hold on. Diego 1% and one from Palestine. You know Diego?
Which Diego? Hold on. You make me lose my point.
You're talking about Ronaldinho.
Oh yeah, when Ronaldinho play ball and him do all manner of things and playing ball for Barcelona, whoever a club them play upon. Have we ever heard any public thing about Ronaldinho and Brazil or Ronaldinho and what you call it? AC Milan, Ronaldinho and Barcelona. But them man they go on a bag of things in the club. So sometimes the situation, or is it a case because nothing came out public, so it is dealt with in private?
Coach. A good example you're using. No, bad example, but the situation apply, which is this. When them go and them dancing in public, they don't come out and bash the club in public. When you ever see them player come and bash, tell me when you see player come and bash club and bash country. Like Jamaica players them at both female and male. Where's the player come and bash them country? Give me an example then.
Yeah.
Or we not know to them.
That's the reason why when I understand if the JFF said that they wanted a public apology, that's why I said I can understand.
Because it was done in public.
Yes, that's the resolution, that's the solution.
That's why I said I understand that, because guess why? You as a company, remember, your name is already tarnished. So if somebody comes out now and you tarnish your name even more in public, the only way to really help you, it's not necessarily for it to be done behind closed doors. Because if the person who was tarnished get up now and say, all right, guys, I was wrong, I really apologize. You see that heightened or that extra pressure that was on your neck, some of that pressure is going to be relieved. So that's why I said I can understand if the JFF did demand that. But because of all that has transpired, we want to get a new beginning. We know that when it comes to Jamaicans, we have a thing called ego, and our ego is bigger than everybody else's ego in the world. The apology thing in Jamaica is not really that big of a thing. So just get back to the football. That's the reason why I would say, maybe just get to it. And again, I am not saying I heard it. Was it officially that the JFF said that they wanted a public apology? Or did somebody just come out and say that?
But if it's official, we not gonna know as the public. Then probably right the players.
No, I heard Maverick talking about it. I don't know if they publicized it. But
it now come to public. They are going to say to
these people, I would say.
Is it that the representative said that them now apologize?
Okay, so
you get what I'm saying?
But, yeah.
Alright, yeah man, big up. What answer? Alright, cool. Yeah man, the Senate man in the building. And this is not Mannings man, people. The bad breed Senate this.
This is the smartest Senate,
Make we hear smartness now.
So Cranky irritated me for calling Cranky,
Oh man, irritated with logic. I like that.
Cranky, I think you should always go with your initial thoughts, because the more you think about stuff, I think the further you go from reality.
Okay.
I will make me a call because the first statement about Damian Lou, I said, almost dropped the way Cranky said he would put back Damian Lowe in a defense and just try Hector in the midfield. I'm like, why on earth would Cranky say something like that? Yeah, I think you're over-analyzing the thing, Cranky. Literally, Damian Lowe's emergence as a ball winner in the midfield is probably the best thing that has happened to our team, the biggest revelation in a long time. And shouldn't we be trying to reinforce that? So why you go chop and change them? Why would you think about changing Damian Lowe now? What benefit would that? Answer that.
Okay, so let me answer you. Damian Lowe, yes, he does provide more defensive cover in the midfield, given his physicality, given his speed, and given the desire and work ethic. He provides no offensive output, zero. And if you're playing midfield, the game is played two ways now. My stenitude, and you're not smarter than a man's man. Actually, I'm very shocked at you. The game is played two ways. You're getting no offensive output, so all you do is defend. Goals win matches. If the score is 0-0, you can't win. And he gave what in the game the other day? Where did he give you any offensive output? Any offensive output? Did he put a ball on the top to his forward? Did he play balls to the line? Did he beat a man and create space? Tell me any part in the game where he used the ball well in midfield. And by the way, I've watched Hector up close, 2019, 2021 in Garnet. Go ahead.
This is the thing now.
Go ahead.
He has played there in 2 matches, right?
Yeah.
2 matches.
3.
He literally
3 matches. He played up in Japan.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played one back in the day.
2.5.
He literally look at Canada. Yeah, exactly. Look at Canada. That is just the last match we played apart from the US.
Right.
He literally his assist won us that match.
Right.
His play won us that match. He won the ball. He played it forward, right?
Right.
All right. The US match, he broke up a lot of the plays. And did he pass the ball backwards when he broke up the play? He did not.
Okay.
But his forward passes didn't result in a goal. That's what you're looking at, Because it didn't result in a goal, he didn't do anything. And that is far from the truth. The man broke up so many players in the midfield. Even the coach said he's afraid to look at Damian Lowe's heat map because it would be so all over the place because the man was literally all over the field doing a lot of work.
Right.
The coach see that why you can't see that?
No. I
People. If the coach sees that progress and just break it up, see.
And that's so you saw Cranky as the people bias now, and him switch pan Damian Lowe after him play a good game and want take him out of the midfield, and because the people must say.
People, please utilize your brain and think. I'm getting frustrated with you guys because here's this. I said Damian Lowe's performance in the Canada game 1/2 was the best impactful performance to Jamaica ever. I've said that numerous times. So, but I'm not set in my ways. I can adapt.
Okay.
I can change when circumstances requires it. And you guys are missing the point. We played against Panama, a skillful team, a team that's physical as us. We need some creativity in midfield. We have zero. You can't just win the ball and get back to them. Win the ball. At some point, you're going to break, which we did in the last game against the US.
Your solution is that Hector is going to do that.
My solution, it's a suggestion to be thought about, which is this. Hector is a better midfielder than Damian Lowe when on the ball. And I said we'd lose some physicality in the midfield. We'd lose some defense in the midfield because Hector don't have the same speed. But we can get the ball deep to Gray and to Nicholson, which is our strategy. Our strategy to play long ball. Damien ain't giving a 40-yard pass at Nicholson's head on a dime.
But Cranky, don't you believe that Hector can stay in the defense and do that? Because
but it's easier with the coach. You see, when you get the ball in midfield, you're closer to the opponent's goal and you're closer to the players in your team, right? And you have more chance of ball to win. When you get the ball in midfield now, you will go deep, which our team is deep, and or you play the ball to other defenders. Because our midfielders don't present themselves to get the ball.
But you Cranky, hear this. Remember, we're playing a team that is a very physical team, a very mobile team.
Yes.
So we can't put Hector in the middle
so
of the
we're going to midfield and not offense with the ball.
No, but he still have to have it. What the coach said, he's an out-and-out tackler, breaking up plays. Remember, that's people that made look something for you now. Anthony Grant.
Anthony Grant plays CDM coach. Him protect the back for Damien.
But him, no, but him break up place too.
Damien don't
Anthony
play
Grant not
CDM.
playing a part or something there.
Anthony Grant play defense, frankly. Anthony Grant is a defender, cannot in the walk 2 yards left field.
Exactly.
He's in a 5-yard circle.
Games. We
But
should
when-
be talking about Anthony Grant in Jamaica football, you know.
Anthony Grant in Jamaica football,
It's just too small.
that's not even a great example, frankly.
No man, the example is great
So,
because
here's the thing, Senate. We agree to disagree. How about that? We agree to disagree.
Okay.
I don't agree with you guys because
Coach agree.
you say me just stick with my me say first
Do
thing.
something like that.
Wait, no, you just stick with me say initially. I mean, I tell you, say when something is working, but it can be better. Always challenge what you're doing. Always challenge what you're doing because you want to see what is what I'm doing. Does it need to be enhanced?
yeah.
Does it need to be changed? Because it may not give me exactly what I'm trying to achieve. Damien serves a purpose. I have lauded Damien's work, but I'm saying as a midfielder, and Hector played midfield for a whole couple of windows when he played with Speedy. This is not new. And he played well with Speedy in the midfield. And I watched him play up close. I was surprised. That's why my logic and Dexter and Hector changed. I watched him up close and I said, you know what? I didn't know him I do up on the field. Right? In play center half and go midfield. Lowe's divisibility cannot be questioned. Lowe's offensive ability is a different story. Except when in head.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like I said, we're gonna agree to disagree because
We're not gonna agree, we're not disagree. We're not gonna agree, we're not disagree. We're not agree to disagree. Yo, you know that statement they need to look into though.
no, it doesn't. It sounds good. It rhymes. Make it.
A full argument that the two are not agree, man. They don't agree to disagree.
yeah, my view is that is the definition of chop and change. That would be.
I actually thought you were going to say something else. I didn't know you were going to talk about the Damien though.
Another point him say, hold on.
Go on, the other point.
Yeah, I want to make.
Let me get
And this is about Dillian Bailey and this whole apology business.
right.
And
Dillian Bailey apologized to the fans of Aston Villa. Didn't apologize to the club because the club didn't demand an apology. My view is that apologies in professional sport is madness. Doesn't the JFF have a disciplinary committee?
Stennett, those who can capture the minds of the public.
I just want to know.
Wait, no. Those who can capture the minds of the public are halfway to their destination, maybe 7% way to the destination. You see? When they want to return on that matter, sometimes perception is a thing you need to capture, manage, bottle, and utilize well. Aston, by the way, Stennett, I understand you. The fans are Aston Villa.
no,
No, let me say it
the
again.
club owner.
No. Who's giving a club owner?
The Aston Villa from the club.
The fans, guys, you're confused. The fans in England are the club. That's why they're not go the league where they want to play. So they must the thing about having the top team they play in the English league. When the fans themselves the fans something, I saw it go. Owners make decisions. Owners on fire coach because of fans.
But the fan them never demand an apology from them.
Exactly, and still give. Did they apply? Okay. Did they apologize to the fans of Jamaica? Wait.
So hold on. Let me ask now. The fans of Jamaica, do you demand an apology from
alright.
Bonnie Shaw, Rebecca, and Leon Bailey?
No.
May I ask the fans?
No. You're confusing two things. Bonnie Shaw never dissed the fans, them, you know. You know, so Jamaica can't do nothing. Bonnie Shaw dissed the JFF. The other player dissed the fans, them.
Alright, fans, talk to me now. Do you believe that Leon Bailey owe the fans of Jamaica an apology? Somebody said no, that's all.
Okay. Stay point opinion.
Wait, everybody has said no. 3 knows me say. What you think? Let me do one poll.
Is that apologies have no place in professional sports. You deal with discipline, you fine, or you ban, and you move on because this apology is an emotional thing, you know.
You can't say it, I don't mean it, you know.
Apology is part of discipline.
We should say one person should apologize versus another. You know, what is the benchmark? And that's the problem I have.
Apology is part of discipline.
Apology thing because it's too nebulous. It's too out there that.
So you're saying apology has no place in the world then? That's what you're saying now. Apology has no place in life.
No, him saying a professional sport. No misquote him, man.
No. But the point, here's what you're missing.
No, cracky.
No. Because money fine don't mean nothing to some player.
Let me say what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is what I believe. The JFF has a disciplinary committee. They should use it they shouldn't. When you're demanding an apology, you're becoming the judge, the juror, and the executioner in that case. Who is to say why doesn't JFF apologize? They
For
will
what?
never see themselves as needing to apologize.
For what? What are they apologizing for? When did they come out in the public and bash the player?
You get what I'm saying, Minzy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you leave out this apology thing. If a player did something wrong,
But what should the JFF apologize for? For not ensuring that the players get the flights correctly and all of these things. That's what they should apologize for publicly.
Yeah, that is the thing. There are 1,000,001 things that have been said about players by persons in the JFF, and none of them not apologize.
No, tell us these millions of things.
Huh?
Which millions of things the JFF say about?
We hear you think a live Bailey I tell with everything. The flights are messed up a lot of the times. We know this.
Yeah, we know that.
Why no public apology?
No, but I'm confused about something. That's what I'm confused about. So yes, the JFF may have some level of incompetence, which we talk about a lot. The party is about you come onto the public and bash the company, you bash the organization, you bash players, you bash everything, right? You made some inference about when I play someplace else. When you hear some negative comment come back from where you play for, you run the media and say, me I'm sorry, I didn't say anything, no, I'm misconstrued. The country where you grew up, where you're born, that means you don't check, make sense again now. You don't respect them. You don't respect where you come from. You respect the other people and who you play for. You don't respect them. I want to make too much excuse to people, my youth. We can't take it enough. I want to make too much excuse to people.
This whole apology to come and play. If you have an issue with what a player did, then you refer the issue to the disciplinary committee, and there is a level playing field. We look at the infringement, and they recommend an appropriate punishment. That is how I think it should be dealt with. This demanding of an apology, it is not gonna work.
Okay. Well, here's my view. I call her. Here's my view.
And they use it, and the JFF, let me so finish. And the JFF, why refer this one for an apology? Why not another one? They
said the girls should apologize. What are you talking about? They said the girls should apologize.
They need to have set standards.
So a policy to declare once it shouldn't be an a city. Well, yo, this confused. I'm confused.
Listen to me now. Listen to this now. Who would Bailey be apologizing to? Who are the JFF demanding he apologize to? Did even the board meet that?
Hold on, Bridget. Hold on. That's why I say una misrepresent the question. The question that Badger asked was about the girls. A cranky bring Bailey United, you know.
But the girls are the same thing.
No, are two different things.
No, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Here's the apology for. I went to public domain and I denigrate the organization and I said things which were not correct.
Yeah.
Right? You need to apologize. That's what it's about.
Yeah, but Bailey another subject right now. The question, that's why I said,
but
we don't hear nothing about Bailey if you apologize.
No, I thought we heard about Bailey to apologize.
No, we never hear nothing about that. Okay. That's why I tell us how you bring in that.
I saw something that there was a demand for Bailey.
Yeah, I thought I heard Maverick say the same thing. I may be wrong. I thought Maverick said it. No, Maverick said that.
I have not seen it.
Yeah.
Girls them hear about.
I think it's both actually.
No, check it out. I saw that somewhere, you know.
I heard that something is coming. Nothing was forthcoming.
No, I think it came out that
if people have said that, people probably are ride on that wave of what they require from the girl.
Well, we will see. But my view is clear. We don't need any apologies. We need, if the player did something wrong, you fine him. Because I don't see why the board is inserting themselves in matters of discipline.
When they have a committee.
Exactly.
The coach penalized the man on losing the mind. The coach penalized the man suspended on losing the mind, and that was said. The man, this is the JFF, not this the coach alone, and this is the JFF. They got involved because in this them. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, Cranky, but there's still
I gotta go find
there's still a disciplinary committee, Cranky. So Alright, if you set up a channel so that the thing can go through, channel operation, the hierarchy of whatever, or you are gonna just well, you can do it because you're the leader. But if you present it that way, make we use that channel the first. But if that no work,
how do we know that wasn't what was decided by
Huh?
the disciplinary country? How do we know the disciplinary
We
committee?
don't know.
Exactly. So we can't say that's not what was decided.
We never said that wasn't what was decided.
We need to find out. That is what we need to find out. If the disciplinary committee even meet and talk about this, or is this coming from one person in the JFF?
I would doubt it's one person, right? Because I have to run
But I keep it to myself.
Yeah. All right, Duckland, where I get
Very fast. Yeah, big up on yourself, man.
Yeah, man. Bless up.
Yeah, man.
Alright.
Well, welcome to the show. Oh, go on.
It is football and sports. The main thing in a sport is that it's discipline. Once they have discipline, to play the game. You get me? And if a disrespect a coach, you're in a problem. And if a disrespect the head of the association, you're in a problem. You get me? So you can't play with that thing. I have this disrespect responsible the head there. There is a head, right? So you can't respect the head and expect that everything alright. If you want to work, you can't disrespect the boss and feel everything alright. You see me? My cricket would have come like the manager and people would have come like I bar. You get me? If it is like a manager in a problem. And furthermore, a Jamaica me come from, right? And if a man go disrespect Jamaica, he disrespect everybody in Jamaica. All who now watch football in disrespect. You get me? Because Jamaica bigger than the whole array. Everybody throws to a Jamaican, bro. You get me? Anyway, I really going to say you're Jamaican, people look at you different. Respect you. Look at you as a brilliant youth fighter or anything. You get me? So, Leon Bailey, when them look down on Jamaica, Leon Bailey bigger than Jamaica. You get me? No one man bigger than Jamaica, bro. You get me? So when them people call in and I say, you know, who no apology, wrong. You get me? And one more thing, coach is this.
Yeah. Can we get the next call?
Yo, if you grew up with your mother and your father, right? And your father preaching their head say, you might get fight from your neighbor. Or you free your neighbor.
Yeah, no, sir, you're mad. You're going to stay away.
I still think Liam Bailey, you know. If Craig get fight and a Craig go Liam Bailey. Where especially Liam Bailey go. So true, you might get little fast light in England now. If he doesn't know at the right time, he come up and do what I want to say. You know, they don't be Jamaica.
Okay. All right, caller. We are get the next call now. So. All right. Big up. Welcome to the show, caller. You have to go quick, you know, because we are get more calling now. Call them are coming like, whoa. Yeah.
I'm caller, long time viewer, big up the co-host. What me I say is, me? You see what JFF have a code of conduct. And player violate that code of conduct publicly. Then come out and apologize publicly. And if you can give him more time to go in depth of some of the violation and some of the disrespect what Bailey especially do. In the coach, in this the team, in this the people of Jamaica, and in this the JFF. And we don't really blame Bailey too much, because when Butler come on other program, when I call him and say, Bailey, I will come talk the truth on an interview. Me comment and even call and tell them, say, hey, Bailey no for come do, come talk no truth on the team, for come do apologize for break curfew. That the only thing is supposed to come down, apologize to the fans and apologize to all the stakeholders them, yeah? Them still go ahead. Now, Butler come out and say, him now make Bailey do no more interview, which me find that interview that we do is I was one I'm friend I do the interview, so the man have asked him the things them where them already discuss the problem I have. Bailey vexed because the coach suspending. If you break curfew and then him don't take no accountability because him break curfew, him admits him break it more than once, but that are not nothing. You see what that means? You don't have no respect for football, then you don't respect Jamaica football team because you can't do it at Aston Villa. But here, so you want to come do whatever you want because you feel he's this big star and you see me? Bailey attack through Butler attack through Bailey, and Bailey fight Butler war. I'm going to give you one more scenario before we leave. Bailey blame the JFF for things that happened to him back in the past, but me blame Butler, you know why? Watching Butler and Speep on a show, two of them together, clearly show who is the aggressor. Butler clearly a disrespect the man, I call the man boy and all type of thing, and take off shirt and a beat all chest. I understand what I say? Watch this now. When Jamaica call Bailey, long time Jamaica call Bailey, you know. Butler say, if them not call Kyle Butler too, them can't get Bailey.
Who that?
So for a long time, Butler been holding out Bailey because him say Kyle a better player for Bailey. So if Kyle is a better player for Bailey, why Kyle ain't playing football professionally? Just answer that. So Butler is the problem, and then him feed the youth them with the negativity like people are fighting them, but people are fighting them because of you and your dirty ways where you have. And you want bully people and you want 20 Phoenix player in a Jamaica side. One more last thing. Bailey said
Quick.
Yeah, Bailey said man not the right team. Team selection is not you, Carl Bailey. You cannot decide one, pick decide one, tell who to play or who to play. So when you want them to say Shamar not to play, Lou not to play, Blake not to play, you disrespect the whole of the player them, bro God. You see me? And that me have to say.
Alright, big up.
Just looking at what me and say, you see me, because me a talk facts, because me not pick no sign about the team. The JFF do a lot of things, yeah. We know that. You understand? The JFF not have no money, we know that. The people them not support the team to make the JFF have money. You know that too. The stadium empty, Bailey say him, the people them come to see. So if you is such a true superstar and you come to Jamaica come play, and the stadium empty, then who come to really see you?
Alright, Carla.
Play the people them come to see boy, and Lone stadium full. So who are the biggest star? That alone me have to say, my brother.
Alright, big up yourself. Alright, people.
What's your program hot?
Yo, it thing hot. If a beer caller come in. Yo, we also have our next guest in the building, you know. Yo, Andre in the building, people. They are telling you. You think I get hot? Andre, come on up on the coach, you know, man.
Andre, come on the coach.
Yeah,
Man,
man.
you can take me seat, Andre. It's too hot for me.
People, Andre in the building, man. I be a big celebrity in the place. You understand? We see you.
People.
All right, Carla. Yeah, welcome to the show. Yeah, man. You're live on the coach's desk.
Yeah, respect, man. Yeah, with that lady and the girl, I'm apology. That's why I get 2%, but.
All right. Who want more cents, man? $1 and pound. Speak up. We are there here. Can you speak up some more, please? Or put the speaker near or the microphone near to you.
Yeah, better now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm serious though. Daily, it's like, I think overall, it's like, it knows him wrong, but it's a failure to take responsibility for his actions. Yeah, you follow me?
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, him use the delinquencies of the JFF to justify his actions. You understand me? Which is not right. If you're wrong, you're wrong. It's like you say, I am wrong, but don't say no but, man. You're a big man. Just take responsibility for your thing, man. In another setting or another day, we can talk about the same thing that we've been talking about for decades about JFF. But the situation is now that you break the curfew, you break the rule. There has to be some ramification for your actions, which is, in this case, a suspension. So it's like if I say, well, I'm wrong, but JFF wrong too. Because they never do this and they never do that. Come on, man. That's weak and childish and immature. So you just need to mature up and deal with it responsibly.
Okay.
As it relates to the girls, I think the only apology they owe is to us, the fans. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, we don't do business about the politics at the end of the day too much. And we can't even do anything about it, actually. Our interest is to watch the football. You understand me? So, they need to apologize to us. They can apologize with an explanation. That is acceptable. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The female team, we apologize. And we know you guys were looking forward to seeing us play in the Gold Cup. But as you know, we had some issues that needed to be sorted out. And we thought this was the best fit. You understand me? They can apologize with an explanation.
Okay.
You understand me? But I think, I think they need to come forward and say something. Make the fans feel better. And the rebuilding process would start there because I think some fans are still upset with them.
Yeah. Because they never play.
Care about is to watch football.
Yeah.
So I think that's where the apologies can come in. I might think that my brother respect.
All right, big up yourself.
So Andre, what's your thought about this?
Yeah, Andre, give your thought.
Yeah. No, this is really a complex situation. I think, and you're asking specifically about
the girls.
The girl situation. The thing that I think in both situations, the thing that I struggle to wrap my head around. I think when you look at both situations, you can say that the girls did what they believe was right, what they had to do. And you guys know you've been talking about the JFF for a long time and how they run the business of football. But there's something that I think is so difficult, and the idea that people playing for your country is a privilege, and we understand that, and everybody has to accept that. But the idea that people should play football and not be paid and just do it for the pride of the country, there's something missing there for me, right? There's something missing. But I think that if you're going to play and there are issues, I think you should try to resolve the issues internally, especially if you're in a leadership capacity.
So Cranky, here Andrea said, same thing when me as the Andrea say, this thing should have been dealt with internally rather than come out public if it come, whether you demand an apology or whatever. Do you agree or disagree with Andre?
No, I mean, I have my own thoughts. If I was in the JFC, it's suspended indefinitely, like what Sancho was, I would apologize.
Okay.
They come out in a public environment and diss the country. And people in chat say, and like player talking their nonsense. It just frustrates me because I don't hear, so Trinidad have their problem.
Right.
I don't have their problem. When the players come out and diss the country, when the player has been making a mistake and did something inappropriate, I'm confused.
Right.
Normally when you do something inappropriate, you want to correct the situation.
Right.
Not make it worse.
Right.
The player made it worse.
Yeah, I think all parties have a responsibility in this, and I think to resolve it, they need to sit down and not ignore the issues.
Yes.
Right.
But deal with the issues.
Well, you guys heard me talk about the girls, right?
Yeah.
JFF are not being adults in the room.
Right.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
talk about it all the time,
Right.
right? They're being like kids.
Yep.
And
Grown men.
what somebody said, if they said that the girls are presenting themselves for selection and they said that everything is solved, if it is solved, why you demand a public apology? That solving should have comprised of all of that thing behind there for you to come out and say everything is solved. So obviously everything was not ironed out. Why you still demand an apology? If you not talk, why you gonna tell the girls them to do a public apology?
No, I think it's I think more narrow and specific, which is they didn't talk about what the girls see after the World Cup and how the noise they made. Guys, think about it. The girls were on every single major platform.
Right.
This is the JFF, right? What the JFF is saying, when you came on Sportsmax and say the girls didn't get paid, that's not true, and we've proven that. So why would you say I was wrong because we didn't get paid? You came in and said didn't get paid. Right? But that's apparently was not the case. So I didn't hear the whole secret question apology. It's about you're wrong on certain things, admit you're wrong on certain things. So we're saying, I come on and say anything I want for the domain, but when you're wrong, you don't come on and correct what you said? How is that okay?
So the girls is that because the girls said some statements that was not
that it was incorrect.
proven incorrectly, supposedly. They should come back out and refute those.
I've heard some of those arguments, and I've heard some of the interviews and the questions that get asked. But the one question that I never heard asked about that particular situation is, were the girls paid in full?
Yeah.
Right? You see the word full?
Yeah.
If I say I paid Frankie, I paid him. That could be true too. Now, Frankie could still say that he didn't get paid because he didn't get the full amount of the money. And those two things could be true at the same moment, right?
Yeah, but...
maybe you're the argument too.
Yeah.
And Bonnie Shaw interviewed, when they asked the question, again, go back and Ricardo's asking the question, it's almost like said, some people didn't say they didn't get paid, which is really interesting. Right? They didn't say both of them didn't get paid enough. Right. They said some other people didn't get paid. Right. That's what they said. Supposing that was not the case. Right? I don't have all those specifics. I am less concerned about the component. I'm more about they gotta figure that out. They gotta go back
to the problem solved.
The girls are figuring it out. Right. The bathing situation, guys, is a different situation. This is not a team dynamics.
It's an individual.
Situation.
Okay.
The individual did something was not right, and the individual tried to cover up his tracks by saying all these other things. Why are you conflating two things we don't conflate? Why are you talking about these things that have nothing to do with your missing curfew? Your missing curfew has nothing to do with your ticket being bought, and nothing to do with your not taking your own bed. If you have those grievances, I can understand that. They should be corrected, they should be rectified. But even then, the JFA put out evidence saying, put out information, not evidence saying what you're saying is not correct. But the JFA was also selective because they only put out 3 days when it could have been something from way back in
right. And Cranky, I see the point you're making. Is it a case where Leon Bailey having those growths, couldn't he write them internally to say that whatever?
Leon Bailey needs better advice. I've said
because if him have them issue there, all the other players have the issue. Right. And from what I've understood is that I understand that the coach and them have agreement. We know that the JFF not 100%. See? Yeah. So don't come and make certain demands. If you're coming, let us do this together as a unit so we can make the World Cup or whatever Copa and do whatever we need to do. So this thing never need to come out. But the curfew thing, he broke it. And they said that him get suspension. If Leon Bailey was not suspended, would he have done that interview to make those public spots about the JFF?
So wait, so let me ask the question. Did Rebel come out and bash Tapper and the JFF when he got suspended? Remember, Raphael didn't play in the window, you know? Did Rebel come out and bash the JFF and bash Tapper? No, you guys tell me if I'm off here. I didn't hear Rebel come out and bash. He didn't play in a window because for some reason, because we understand he went partying and he did what
Tapper never picked him.
Where's the bashing that was provided? When you are local players, we set an example, supposed to star.
That's why Leon Bailey said because he's Leon Bailey.
So you can't do anything more.
Anyways, Gunners boss, quick and fast. How is Diego?
Who are the great coach of the great drunk?
And also we have Andre here.
And we have Andre too. Big up yourself, Diego.
Yes, I know the Andre the Giant, you see.
And
that worked too.
Yes. Yeah, man, the Trinidad.
Trinidad.
But guess what? Diego. Diego, may I make you know say you're the live, you know. Diego, people in my ear. May I make sure clear up that.
That correct, you know. Before we get on the deal,
Yeah.
I want to put that deal at 11.
Yeah.
No, remember, understand. Exactly. We're not too intellectual, so we can educate people. No, if I am Leon Bailey, so and I walk away, I need a break, I need to get my mental state. What should it?
Who missed the question?
Okay, if I'm Leon Bailey,
Mm-hmm.
and I heard him say he's walking away, he need time away to get his head together and get his mental state.
Yeah.
Alright?
Uh-huh.
Why? What should he apologize for?
Alright, let me answer that. So, him wanting to take time off and so forth, nobody has an issue with that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That is his prerogative. He probably feel mentally drained coming back and forth to Jamaica and have to spend a lot of money because of the incompetence. Right? The fact is that
Maybe he needs to perform better when he plays for Jamaica. So maybe something good for everybody.
yeah, but he said that, you know, he agreed that he has not been performing well for Jamaica, you know.
But then he gave excuses why that.
But he told us the reasons why he's not performing, which a lot of people don't accept those reasons because Bobby Reid are coming at the same condition. Demarai Gray is in the same condition. So that is the problem.
You can accept or don't accept, you know. I can be a Christian and what should he apologize for? What's this demand for Leon to who and what?
Alright. What I have not heard that anybody asked him for an apology. People just pull Leon Bailey in it because him speak
What he said.
him speak based off what the JFF did, what has been happening, and the JFF came out with supposedly receipts to debunk all of the stuff that Leon Bailey said.
I'm just saying that I would thought that people JFF was paid for 2 years and not on the team. Why should he apologize if he's not on the team? Or you know, or people want to go back on the team? That's all I was questioning.
Oh, him take him own leave from the team, you know. Him no give a timeline to it, you know. So you're right, Diego. And that's why I say people probably have pushed the Leon Bailey. The apology was more for the girls, Rebecca and Bonnie.
Yeah.
Okay.
So people just add Leon Bailey to it.
Okay. You know, the girls don't know that I'm talking, so I don't know if you follow the girl thing that much. So now you can
But basically, you know, some things that the girls said in the public sphere, they were considered, and let me use my words very carefully, it is considered to not be true. And they were like falsified information. So what happens now, because apparently things seem to be on the mend, the JFF basically is demanding a public apology because that situation was done in public. So you need to speak of or retracting those statements publicly because whatever you said was in public. So I think that was the situation. But the representative of the girls are saying that no apology because...
Okay,
yeah, go ahead.
So, no, I remember, I hear what you're saying, but here's what puzzles goes on with this Jamaican football. I heard the JFF saying everything is okay and they're ready to play. So if everything is okay and they're ready to play, why do they need to apologize? That means everything is not okay.
That is my question. Diego, that is my question too. That Amaya asked the same question.
Can I provide an answer?
Huh?
Can I provide a respect to that question?
Cranky say, I have an answer for it. Make we hear Cranky say. Where's the Cranky?
We are confusing two things.
Mm-hmm.
The team is ready to play,
but
JFF not ready to play with Bailey.
No, you see, you're gonna Bailey again. I girls them
The team is ready to play.
No, the girls that we are talking about.
No, but the JFF is saying JFF is saying, look, you bash me in public. No, the girl saying you bash me in public. You said you weren't paid, but FIFPro agreed that you were paid. Why would you come and apologize for saying that you weren't paid when you were paid? That's the thing.
Right, but Diego is asking, if we say that they are ready to play and everything is solved, why still ask for an apology?
Doesn't mean everything is solved.
So there was a situation recently with the Reggae Boyz when they traveled to Curacao to play.
They traveled to some Latin American country.
Yeah, they played. I think it was a World Cup qualifier.
Yes.
It's Panama, right?
With the
No, it wasn't
equipment.
Panama.
It's Panama.
No, not the equipment. The flight.
The flight, yeah, okay.
Remember that situation?
Yeah.
And the team that they played got to Jamaica before.
Yeah.
Right?
That's Panama, man. Panama.
Okay.
Nah, I think it wasn't Panama. I can't remember what it was. I know it wasn't Panama.
Hold on. Yeah, Diego.
You know, I've done the kind of thing.
If everything is okay and people are ready, then it's not ready to apologize. But something is wrong somewhere.
Wait, so is it that wait,
So let me
if
make
players are ready to play, doesn't mean that everything is good.
So let me ask the question that I'm asking. In that moment, I think it was determined that the JFF was wrong in the handling of that.
Yes.
Did they apologize to the Reggae Boyz for that?
I don't remember them apologizing.
Right. So are we holding two different standards?
No. I don't look. So one can say
Because
there's the immediate situation. Wait, so we can say the JFF, look, you haven't apologized for all that you have done wrong in the past.
Right.
So you're asking for an apology, which you haven't done, but you know you have messed up.
Right.
So should you then say, you know what? Let's move forward. Let's squash everything, and we'll make sure going forward the standards we have apply to both parties.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
The JFF has not apologized. I remember that.
Right.
The boys that did force them though at one point to, I don't know if it's fire.
Yeah, Dalton win.
Dalton win. Yeah, that's what management got in.
So the thing that my thing out of, I've always said that somebody from the region, the English speaking Caribbean, must be at the World Cup, right?
Yes.
Jamaica is positioned in a good to do that.
Right.
However, we just saw with the girls, if everybody's not on the same page, what can happen?
Yep.
The girls didn't play in the Gold Cup, right? They didn't qualify because there was this thing happening.
Yeah.
And I think my only thing is that I would caution that we don't let that happen with the Reggae Boyz as well. And that the Reggae Boyz, that everybody in Jamaica is on the same page to give them.
Some people like saying this. It's a team, and I think Oral Tracy put something on, said the boys were upset with Bailey. Right? It's a team.
Yeah.
Don't let nothing disrupt the team.
Yeah.
And anything to disrupt the team needs to be moved aside.
Okay.
So you're either on board or you're off board.
Right.
If you're off board, no matter who, if you're Low, if you're Bailey, if you're Antonio, if you're DJ, if you're Gray, if you're not on board, you gotta move aside.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
Right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So you can paraphrase something before I go into what I want to say about today's game against Panama.
Yeah, man. Them are here, man. Go ahead.
Answer my question? Yes or no?
No, nobody have the answer for the question. We have got to try to get somebody from JFF to answer it. But go ahead with the next point. Yeah.
Before I go, Vincent, when I hear, I want to listen to everything, when I hear said 2 years, they didn't get paid. I am saying, in New York, funky know this, if you work and don't get paid, them call you.
Can't get paid, so get paid.
You see, that's what makes this conversation difficult, right?
Yeah. Cranky have to come closer because them not here, you know.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
You walk up here?
Yeah.
It's a third or fourth, what's the difference? So I hope they don't do that with defensive, but the same way they pretty much when they're ready, they start out with this all out press.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you never 11. I'm playing a 4-3-3 system, coach.
Four-
Coach.
4-3-3. Okay.
4-3-3. I believe in attacking football from 1970 Brazil with Astar, Rebolino, Jorginho, Gershon, Pele. Everybody's going forward. Everything except the 2 center half.
Yeah.
I believe in forward football. Philip, I can't tell you. He played for me and we won 3 championships in New York. No. I got Demarai with me. Cephas up front. You agree with those 3 so far?
Demarai, Nicholson, and Cephas.
Yes, 3 forward up front.
Yeah.
Okay. In my middle, you know, Bobby Reed, Natty Bodine, and the arm of the what's it called with the Typhoon, Damien Lowe. That's my midfielder. What I said to you.
Typhoon, they call him.
You agree with those 3?
Hold on, you said Gray, Cephas, and who up front? Nicholson? Diego, look like you need to put the phone on your ears now because I can't hear it. Like you have it on speaker.
No, man, I just showed the connection. I have Gray, Shamar, and Cephas up front.
Alright. In the middle, what you say you have now?
Bobby Reed, Natty Bodine, and Damien Lowe.
Alright.
And then, you know, the defense pick itself now with Lambertisi and Lee and Bernard and Hector. What sets you all the other panels? Any changes to my 11 or you all agree?
Your 11 needs work.
Them say it need work.
Let me see exactly.
I'd put Low back at centre back, please.
Say that again, coach.
Them say it need work.
So who they take out? Intellectual people, who they take out?
So we're not
They have no problem. It's
I
not
think-
waste my limit. It's not written in stone.
I think Low should go back at centre back.
Andre, same thing, Glue, for
I
go
said
back.
earlier people have beat me. We not
Because well, while he
So who's he gonna put in midfield then if he takes out Lowe? Who's he
while
gonna take out? Bernard or Hector?
while Low break up the play a lot,
Just listen, man. I just want to know who you gonna take. Everything who you gonna take out.
Somebody make him talk for the Diego. Then he
So
can
tell him, I'll tell him.
explain to you.
Okay, cause I'm not hearing too clearly. That's why. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I get
while
goal.
while Low break up won a lot of balls in the middle of the pitch, his pass completion was about 43%. So
For a midfielder.
for a midfielder at 6 as well. If you're playing the 6th position, your pass completion gotta be in the 80s and 90s, right? You gotta help keep the ball, help start the attack. So I think because of that, I think he should go back to centre back.
I was
put
saying switch him on
somebody-
Hector. Because I've seen Hector play midfield. He's a better midfielder.
Yeah.
Who you gonna take out?
Put Hector in Lowe's position. How about that?
Yeah, probably Hector. Yeah.
Switch them. I said switch him earlier. People are getting upset. Yeah.
I do plan face, I know people.
Okay, fine. Good, that's it. No, I mean, look. Yeah, Hector is a better midfielder than Lowe is. I mean, going forward, frankly. Lowe may have more energy, more attacking ability, but Hector is also very calm and reassuring when he plays in the middle. He played there in 2021 when we played the Gold Cup.
I mean, make no mistake, Lowe was very good defensively.
Yes,
He was
yes,
very good.
yes, yes. Covered a lot of ground.
Right, but in possession, it's a little bit. I think Jamaica need a little bit more.
And you might be right, Andre, because we're going all out for a win now.
Yeah.
We're going all out for a win, so we need a better passer to go forward in the middle.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what the coach does. I'm curious to see if he sticks to what he thinks is tried and tested. Because look, we almost won the game. Should have probably won the game.
Yeah.
But going forward, we put so much pressure on ourselves. We got really tired in that game. People realize that. Really tired.
Well, I think the squad that he had for this particular game,
Yeah.
when you look at when the US made changes, I think they got better.
They made like 3 changes the first, right?
And,
Yeah.
and they got better. When
Yes.
Jamaica made
We
changes,
didn't get better.
the quality.
Yeah,
got
yeah.
better.
Yeah.
So I think there wasn't enough depth in the
With
squad.
this now.
Yeah.
So we always have to be careful when we go into public and Frankie knows this. English language, you get misconstrued. You have to be careful what you say. And people misinterpret it one way, you have to take it when it comes. So the JFF now, they can't come out and say everything is okay when there's still something missing, an apology. So everything is not okay.
Yeah, fair point. Fair point. There you go. Fair point. Fair point.
Conky and when you see LQ and Bam Bam, pick them up for me, the New York Ballers.
Yeah, man.
All right, cool. Big up yourself. All right, people. Yeah, man. So see the starting 11 there on the screen. I want to think about that. I think Diego a good starting 11 that. So Dwight I swear both of them are left footer. Is Cephas a left footer or right footer?
Both of who is left footer?
Gray and Cephas.
Gray's not a left footer. Gray's a right footer.
That me I say.
Gray's a right footer.
Dwight.
Coach.
We there you know. Yeah, Dwight a big up the cranky.
Bless up,
Andre there too.
Yeah, that's up. That's up.
Big up Andre, big up Andre.
Yeah, what's up, Dwight?
So, what you say, boss? What you say, boss? We miss out on Dallas. We have some family things, but good to hear that again. Crack, we want to see you in the stands and load up the place, you know.
So you want to do what?
Want to hear you in the stands and load up the place and big up vibes.
I got hoarse the last game, so I have to be very careful. But I lost my voice.
So I think what Howard Grapes should have to be careful of, right? So Cephas and Gray both attack from the left side. So we can't have them both on the left wing. And so that we have to look at how we balance Gray and Cephas. I would say start Gray and maybe bring on Cephas a little bit later. We have to control Karis Killia from Panama. I think he's their number 9 or number 10. He's a creative engine in their midfield. Right? The curly hair, wrong youth. Right now, Damian Lowe, we're not going to get another 70 minutes out of Damian Lowe's legs. Him don't have it in there, right? Too much. Him not fit. And then Michael Hector don't play regular for his club. So we're going to have a problem getting in 70 minutes out of him too. So I think we have to balance, maybe start one and then bring on the other one later to do the midfield. Casey Palmer should start. Casey Palmer might start at pace on Low, and then Casey Palmer starts instead of Hector. Have Low play as a center back, and then you make adjustments as the game go on.
I think that I got.
They're gonna play Low and Hector.
Low are gonna play now.
There's no way they both not play.
Yeah, them are gonna play.
Where they play is the question, but there's no way they both not play.
Yeah, they both should play.
Yeah, they both.
All right. But I was saying on the other show, right? We're talking. I said I thought we were going to lose to the US about by 2 goals, 3-1. So it was a better game for us than I expected. But this game is the key game for us to really show a bit of mental toughness, right? Because our record against Panama the past 5 years is not. I should say our record and our performances against Panama have been poor the past 5 years.
Oh, the third place.
So Dwight, Andre said he thinks there's money at stake.
So them are
It's
going
to win.
Mm.
There's money at stake.
Absolutely, there's prize money. Yeah. There's prize
No,
money.
good difference between I think third and fourth is big.
Well, 500 and 200, I think.
5 and 200.
Yeah.
Big difference there.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we should sue the CONCACAF for the difference between the finalists and this left and third or fourth place. Because we won the game. It's within 4 minutes. It shouldn't be 5 minutes. Take them to court. It's another story for another day. Enough money at stake.
Yeah, plenty money at stake.
No, money. They won the US and Mexico final, but I think we learned a lot about that game in terms of how we have to close out games better. No, I would tell you this thing overall about what Hull Grips is doing. That comes from the Iceman mentality and everything else. With all the stuff surrounding the team and the off-the-field stuff, i.e. Bailey and everything else, Jamaica is becoming a better team through all this. And do remember that we're going to have to find players who are committed to the team effort immediately after the EPL season and the League Championship season to go for the World Cup qualifiers against Dominican Republic and Dominica.
Yeah.
That time is when you have man talking about I have to take personal time, the long season legs step on me and all that. So it's good to find out now who not come.
Mm-hmm.
It's best to find out now who I go talk about make me left hamstring tighten up for 2 seconds so me not come.
But them have to link them from early too because the man them always make them vacation plan, you know.
So here's my view on
That's
something,
key,
guys, which is Copa America gives visibility to players. It's like playing in the Euro.
You can get
It's a
contract.
big deal. So if you get to play in there,
Yeah.
it helps you immensely. Second, if you can get into the World Cup, it even hides that.
Yeah.
So there are two competitions coming up, which I think most players should want to play in.
Yeah.
Most players gonna play.
Right.
Most players gonna play.
And let's be
Yeah,
truthful.
major
Some of
competition.
the players are going to say, hold on, go on let the second string guys hang out Dominican Republic and Dominica. Right? We be ready for Copa. Tell you right now, Dominican Republic, them have a player that used to play for Madrid, Junior Fripo, right? That they just committed. Them just flipped from Spain U21. We need to compare, and we can't come in for the World Cup qualifier against Dominican Republic. We know 2-3 days of training, flights coming in, and drama. And even though the game is in Kingston, we need a good 6 days of preparation. So
When is the World Cup qualifier?
against Panama. It's about building the team as a unit.
You know, no World Cup qualifier.
I think so in June.
June? Okay.
You know that they have a month before Copa, right? After the season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Dwight, your perspective about the short window, I do think this period will help in the next window because the coach will have much more time to implement his ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, Dwight. We want to free up a line. We will see our next person I call. And it a draw closer to match now. We don't want to stay in late and get.
Yeah.
And
Respect you to that.
No, I don't.
Alright, so big up yourself. We'll take the next caller. That person I've been calling. Big up to Dwight and all the persons who have called in so far. Diego call upon Gunner's boss phone. That means that then they same place and make be a problem. Caller, quick and fast. Welcome to the show.
Uphold coaches next.
Big up yourself.
Bless up.
You know, some like the local lineup still, but more that take out Latte out of the midfield and either take out put back Latte in the defensive area, in the back four.
So who you take out? Bernard?
Either Bernard or Hector.
No, you can't take them out. No, sir. Me not agree with you. Me not take them out. Why would you do that though?
Why more than that?
Uh-huh.
I think Latte body here when player in the back line, like him looks solid round there and like him heading of the game. Him I read the game and I play the game well right around there. So at the best him ever play for Jamaica or him play in the USA match.
Alright, good point. But caller, listen to this. Wherever he's at in the middle of the park, they say it still leaves him option to still drop in the center of the defense, you know. Because Lembe and Lay always overlap and they normally in attack we have a 3-man the defense. So we still have option for that. So him not gonna really vacate that position.
I think he might be the same back six. I think about it.
What I give me I still would have want more like I'm going to go exactly low block again. I want to see them play more ball game.
Okay.
And you know, we have Gray coming in, we have Nicholson coming in the game. So, unless we are going to play like a strict counter attack game where Gray, the front three, them always ready for attack, like always ready for go up on the burst and attack. You know what I mean? But I think we're going to still need a midfielder who can hold the ball. And I would have Anderson would have after them beside a low in the game. I would have take out Anderson. I would have put in Anderson.
Okay.
In the midfield.
So Anderson for what? Over Casey?
But Casey not another team after sitting there.
But I'm saying, I was thinking about the last game, it would be Anderson for Casey.
Okay.
Yeah, when Anderson after the midfield, they can't take out Anderson. Him give you the option if we run like as a 8, where him go box to box, him come back on the defense, and him show composure when him would dip on the ball. If you watch him in the last game, he make man slide in the midfield. Like, him look more confident than Casey Palmer. You know, like when him get the ball, him not afraid to go up and make for attack. And him give you the defensive part to one him, and him is a youth who would have go up on the forward line. Like when Bobby Reed go forward, him a go forward, forget the squares in. So on this off of the on the field, you can't take out on this.
Okay.
That's the game.
Yeah.
All right, we seem to agree with you on that one. But big up yourself, caller. I say we take another one. All right, bless up.
I think the coach have made 2 or 3 changes.
Yeah.
But they made the offensive changes.
Yeah.
Jamal Lowe and Cephas will come out. But
Right,
Nicholson and
because
Gray.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what
And the
I was
question
gonna
does
say.
Casey play or does K-Rod play?
Right, because that's the area where you didn't have that.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Two would have started.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, caller. You're live on the coach's desk.
Frankie, coach, big up yourselves. Andre,
Big up.
sorry about the loss yesterday.
Yeah.
Really wanted to
Tough.
treat
Oh, I forgot to mention that, you know.
Yeah.
Tough one.
Yeah. You could have won that game,
You
too.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had chances.
Good game going, man. But coach, y'all are doing a good job.
Respect.
Really love the coverage that y'all are bringing across. And several things. You know, we've been discussing a couple of things. We've been discussing the team selection for today and the possible lineup. Discussing the apologies and the Liam Bailey thing still hanging around, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I think this Liam Bailey thing was real orchestrated because of the medium in which he did the interview, the person that he chose to do the interview. He didn't go to Sportsmax, didn't go to CVM, didn't go to none of these platforms, but he went to a vlogger on this platform to hear certain things. And I don't think that was the right thing to do, though he may have made some solid points and arguably his frustration with how he himself believed that he should be treated, you know, fairly so. Speak up for your rights and what you decide to, you know, you think you're worth and stuff like that. But we're not at that stage yet. But what he wants Jamaica to become and to how humble him say he is, speaking as an individual and not representing the team, is not the approach to take. You see?
Yeah.
So I don't agree with how he dealt with the situation, and he wouldn't have dealt with it this way if he was not reprimanded for breaking the curfew. You follow me? Which was what he should have been speaking mostly so on, you know, and apologizing. But when you apologize, and then after you apologize, you say, "But erase everything as you said before. Forget everything as I said before." The main thing is to focus on what you say next. What you start saying next is how you believe that you are a star bigger than the team, and how you believe that you should be individualized, treated because you're a star. You follow me? And we are not there as a country, as a nation. Yes, the JFF have to take blame for certain things, step up certain things. Of course, they're getting there. The coach himself has verbalized his frustration with some of the professionalism, some of the lack of resources and all that thing. But you realize that the coach, even in his what you call it now, is reference to certain other coaches in CONCACAF, the Honduras coach, the Panamanian coach, how they're using limited resources to do a thing. So Coach Grimmy have a vision and he might try and work with the limited resources that we do and might bring some professionalism in the thing as well. And you see my work at it. While we as the players them now, not working with the coach and the organization on those things. While we as a fan base now working with them on those things. You see what I'm saying? And that is what football nations do.
Yeah.
Football, that's what footballing nations do. And the part of the apologies now.
Yeah, man.
See, as a leader, which you have to look at the JFF as an organization and leadership, right? If you've done something wrong, he needs to also apologize. If you're requiring an apology from such people, right? But I also think that based upon how these groups are the body of people, we're talking about the female team talking about Liam Billy as well, how they went about to air out the dirty laundry then that is why I believe that the organization is requiring a public apology. Because if you have certain issues, you can deal with them in-house. But when you start going out and you start saying certain things to the national and bringing all the dirty laundry outside like that, when some of those things are inaccurate, then that's where I believe that they will come and say, well, you owe us an apology. You see?
Yeah.
So, organization have to get certain things right and how they plan to approach certain things. If they're going to forget about what was said, what was done, and let's move forward, if they're still warranting a public apologies from such people or group of players or whatever the case may be, let that be across the board. Because if you yourself, as an organization, have not represented how you should have, then you owe the team an apology publicly.
Yeah.
If you're going to demand a public apology from such group and players as well.
Okay.
So, I love where the footballing is going. As I said, I love what you guys as a group of YouTube, how you call it now, team have been, conglomerates are doing as well. And how you support the team. So much congrats to you all and what you're doing, man. And I just want us as a group of people to be positive around the team. If you're going to become a footballing nation, because you realize that only in the Caribbean you find countries. Let me not talk about Caribbean, let me talk about Jamaica. Jamaica have so many different teams except the Reggae Boyz. You never see a Brazilian with an Argentinian shirt or an English shirt or no. Only Jamaica, you see Jamaica, France, Brazil, Argentina. Everybody have every country shirt. Nobody
I don't have England
support Jamaica.
You're right, Carla. You know, say, me support Brazil on the world scene, But guess what? Me not buying a Brazil jersey, man. Not my Reggae Boy jersey, though.
Is it because you're cheap?
No. Me not buy it. No.
Yeah. Because for years we never really have, a team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But me not buying a jersey. On the Manchester United. No, me I say, me not buy no other team jersey except United and Reggae Boyz. Yeah, man.
Well, no, if the club things already, me talk on a national.
Yeah.
See, better up on make we support the team down to the bare minimum Rasta because too much I'm not a Rasta, sorry.
Yeah, man, we understand what you mean.
The team down to the bare minimum and be a footballing nation we support the team with a win, lose or draw.
But Carla, you know, we have to give credit though. Because since I've come over here now, we see the support that galvanized, You see AQ and some people Diego just mentioned a while ago too. These people, Cranky there, me there, Jeremy and left and forward. A lot of people are here. Even the day of the game, we see some females calling and them say them are on their way to the game and so. So people really support the thing, It's just that the patch of support is a small patch.
Small patch. We're gonna make them nice players don't play what we have going.
Yeah.
Myself should have been there as well. Even myself should have been there, and I mean disappointed I couldn't make it out there. But, next time around we have some things that come up and some other games coming up. I plan to be there in the place to support the team the right way, physically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
But as a nation, brethren, we need to just focus on what we have, appreciate what we have. And stop saying, yo, that's why Jamaica can't play no ball, blah, blah, blah. Okay. But support the players still. Support what we have. Bless what we have. Appreciate what we have. And stop turning to everybody else things.
Yeah, for real. All right.
But as I say, when I do a good job, I love what I do. Appreciate what I go on with. Because glad to know the America, which part not to worry about flow and digital internet.
Internet.
We have to worry about the internet still, because the hotel internet is not one of the best still, but it a work, yeah, man.
But much congratulations to him. And look, man, so many times some people, I want my mirror call, I can't remember why I'm name right now. I miss me here cranky frustration with this man, this Leon Bailey thing with this man at the pan. Sometimes we know if you cut out certain people because them people have an agenda and you don't care what you say and what you do, them not going to change their mind.
Yeah, that is true.
See, when them come with them, and it's alright to have a different opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, here, you coach at times I try to interrupt with the man. But I try to steer the conversation in a way where you give your point, you listen, but the man don't want to listen at all. We can't go him.
You know, sir, Gunners boss him attack though. Gunners boss, are you man attack,
Hey,
Yeah, beat him, Carla.
Beat him, Carla. Beat him.
Beat him. He never respond. Beat him.
Facebook, you know, man. I say, yo, big up my team. No, good try, good effort. Next game, yeah, someone that say, yo, waste man and rare.
Yeah.
They beat me, man.
Yeah, man.
How me become a part of your brunt of your frustration to me not becoming a waste man because me I say me I become my country. How me become a waste man, but we are so ignorant at times as people, we not have no reasoning ability.
Yeah.
See, to make a person express their point of view respectfully, so you may not have agreed, but nonetheless you express yourself. But at least you may want to listen as well. You may not change your mind, you know, but at least give somebody that's a part of the platform.
Yeah, for real.
The ignorance thing and approach, we can't do it. Shut out some people for the team some of the time, man.
All right, big up yourself.
You know, keep it positive. Yeah, man, go and big up on yourself.
All right.
That's
So,
What the prediction, coach?
yeah, you drop your prediction now.
Man, coach, why your prediction? Man?
You know what the people in buy here?
3-0, Miss Estelle.
3-0.
3-0.
Yeah.
What do you think you have to Trinidad?
Hold on. Andre, I don't crack it.
No, I don't think it's going to be 3-0. We're going to have a difficult game.
The most I say a 2-1, you know.
It's not
Yeah.
going to be
Yeah, it's gonna be close.
It's gonna be a close game.
Difficult game.
But it would have nice if we avenge that 3-0 of them give us, but I don't think it's going to come in another one. Alright, big up yourself, Carla.
I'm done.
Yeah, look like him. So give your predictions, gentlemen, because we know so we not go too long after this, you know. We have gone 2 hours 11 minutes already. Your prediction, Cranky.
I'm gonna say 2-2.
2-2.
And we win in extra time.
Extra time.
I think Panama is our toughest opponent, even more so than the US, right?
Mm-hmm.
We never played Panama well. If you look at the history with us in Panama,
So,
the reason is because
so,
US team is not a physical team, you know?
so 2-1 who?
2-2.
2
And we win in extra time.
Okay.
Here's the problem. They're as physical as we are, and they're more technical than we are.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem with
Yeah,
this. US is not physical.
Yeah.
They play pure technical.
they want to play.
Yeah, so we can be physical with them, especially defensively.
Yeah.
Hard.
And I think that's a concern for anytime a team wants to play. That
Yes.
physical presence is a
Yeah.
problem.
They're physical,
Yeah.
like we are. It's difficult. It's difficult.
You
What's
know,
your prediction, coach?
What is scoreline? Me just gonna ask you.
I said 2-1 with extra time.
Mr. 2-1, Jamaica.
2-1 Jamaica. I saw Mexico run over Panama the other night.
I thought Panama got chances in that game and played.
Yeah, but
yeah.
they didn't take them.
Right.
Jamaica strength is going to improve today.
Yes.
Jamaica is going to have more quality today,
Mhm.
especially.
Gray and Nicholson.
Yeah, it's going to be. It's probably going to go to PKs.
I think he's gonna go to extra time.
Yeah.
I just think.
I think 1-1 at full time, and it's probably going to go to PKs.
My concern is that they're probably gonna control the middle of the park.
For Panama.
Yeah.
I know me think them tend to more use the wide areas.
No, but the good use with it through. He's very skillful on the ball. He's the one who works the ball, right, and then bring it up to two other players in the play. So unless we shut him down, without the supply chain, it becomes difficult.
I think Jamaica have to take care of the ball better.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you look at the stats from the last game, and there's not a criticism, it's just the facts of the right back who played right back the last game.
Demarai.
Right, so he had 80-something% pass completion.
Yeah, man,
Right,
he
he
something
was the
under
highest.
pressure.
I think you had a couple of people in the 60s and everybody else was in the 40s.
Especially the midfield.
Yeah, especially.
You look at the midfield, which is what you can't have in your midfield because you're touching the ball the most.
Yeah, I think Jamaica have to take care of the ball more, control the game better, so that the result, you can get the result that
You know that's a damning stat, right? You think about it. Your midfield
Yeah.
has gave away the 60% and give away the ball.
Yeah.
In the middle of the pocket, not in the forward end. If you get forward, you get a 40% because you pressure.
Yeah.
Your midfield can be have a 40% completion rate. That's not you're gonna be struggle. That's terrible actually.
The boys have arrived at AT&T Stadium. So that is the latest. They have arrived. So I really like to see Lembikis on the right. back as a young player, but I think it is time for Grim to put Joel at the body here. But so what you're saying, Lemby never play well over the right side? I believe he marshaled.
No, he's probably saying that is a natural right
Yeah.
back. That's why he plays for Coventry.
Oh.
Because he's complimenting.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Is it he gonna push? So where Lemby?
I think he's going to play the same back five. I can't see him change the back five.
Yeah, no.
When something has worked, you're not going to change it.
There's no reason to change it.
Right.
The changes should come up front.
I think Lemby Keys to add something there under the ropes. What's his name? Pulisic, yeah.
Pulisic start running over the other side.
Yeah, me not see. And him start go back to ball because every time him get a ball, Lemby Keys make him a play back or lateral.
Yeah. And Bobby Reid was helping him too.
Yeah.
He wasn't fluent as you know.
No,
he wasn't. Yeah. And he's playing brilliantly from Milan, so it tells you something about the defense.
Yeah, man, it really frustrate them. So people drop big up yourself, Richie Royal. What go on? Mr. E, big up yourself. Holmes, big up yourself. Mr. That square. I see that square line. Jamaica 3, Panama 1. Mr. and Mrs. Talawa. Big up yourself, Mr. and Mrs. Talawa. Every dog have them 10 o'clock. I don't know what that is in reference to, but I know that is a Jamaican saying, say your time will come.
Soon come on, I'll get myself upstairs.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave soon.
Yeah. So so people we're not staying a longer because we plan to leave about 3:45 and we have to give ourselves a little time to get things together. So we're not gonna really go on any little further any longer rather. Dexter did a great job on Pulisic. Yeah man. Gunners boss said, me just eat my dinner and relaxing watching LSU about to get upset by Mississippi State in women's basketball. Who this a caller now? Yeah, that caller you call already, you know. But I could hear what you say.
Important point again.
Yeah.
Very, very, very important. First of all, prediction, Jamaica 2, Panama 0. I want to ask you this coaches next. You didn't know that Jamaica win FIFA Fair Play Award in a 98 campaign?
Interesting. I don't remember that.
Okay. For the most disciplined team. I said that to say this. When we used to play football, our coach used to always tell me, say, hey, make sure you be at your best behavior because you don't know who in the stand watching the game. You have scouts, you have all type of people, but them I watch. The most important thing them watch is discipline. And watch this now. Adidas come on board. They feel like Adidas come on board because Jamaica not do good, or them don't see the direction of Jamaica football going. Adidas come on board because them see the potential.
Yeah.
And sponsors made it out there looking out and say, you know, we want to sponsor this team too, but when them see the indiscipline of the players, we have come out and speak out against the JFF and speak out and speak against the team and against the coach. You feel like people are going to associate them brand with the national team.
Yeah, that's a good side of the story.
And that's why I'm call back. I watch this now. We need to, as a nation, my brother, we need to stop push certain narrative and enough of the vlogger them push the wrong narrative. Coaches next, me rate you, because you see your opinion. You honest with your opinion, but you have some other vlogger. True, them might hate the JFF or them align with some other people, them just beat the JFF beat. But at the end of the day, the only time the sponsor business with JFF are when the players them come out and talk. You understand?
Yeah.
His sponsors them really look at the people and we wear them logo. You understand? That means the players them. So the players them need to conduct themselves better, my brother.
All right.
Listen, we have a good thing to go on. If Jamaica never did go on good, we reach Copa America, bro, God. Reach Nation semi-final, could have beat USA and got the final.
Yeah.
Things going on in the team. Why no? We try to destroy the football. And the same thing on the women's side too. Why, as we do so good in the World Cup, we decide to come out with all this negative around the team, drop we in the ranking, we not go a Gold Cup because why? We not say JFF not owe the girls them and thing, you know, and JFF prepare the girls them, my brother, but at the end of the day, sometimes we have to compromise to man. Bunny shot them have to make money to man. Come on, man. You see me? But I just not me have to say about 2-1 Jamaica.
All right, cool.
But remember, so we win fair play, FIFA Fair Play Award. Check it up, yeah?
Alright, cool.
Some senior players, and them can tell you. I mean, I follow this thing long time, I have the history. You understand?
Alright, cool.
Yeah. And that's when we drop the two troublemaker, them Boyd and Low. Yeah? We win that and qualify for the World Cup and Simo is bring them same way. You understand?
Alright.
But big up yourself, brother.
Big up yourself.
Thanks for giving me an opportunity to come make that clear out, if we make the view in public, them know, say Jamaica can be disciplined and we can act accordingly. You understand? And all the way out here is not hooligan and wild people and senseless and talk stupidity and do thing and look on the bigger picture. You understand? We are destroy our own thing, bro, and I tell you, we, the Jamaican fans, them, the people, them, with some of the attitude of the player, destroy something what we take so long for we create. You understand? Yeah,
alright. Big up.
Jamaica.
Big up. Cool. So Andre, you agree with the sentiment just shared about the discipline?
I mean, discipline is important. Very, very important. You can't have success without discipline. So whether it's in any industry, I think discipline is important. In sports in particular, you must have discipline. Without it, I mean, I coach young kids, and discipline is one of the values that we hold very, very high, because without it, I don't think you can get very far with it. And as a team, to have success, everybody must be on the same page and pulling in the same direction, right? And it requires discipline for that. So there's nothing wrong with what you've said in that regard.
Yeah, definitely. I doubt Corberg is gonna be playing in this game. Alright. I don't welcome that. Don't think Corberg will be playing, and I mean you say him owes a goal, but that is just an unfortunate situation that can actually happen to anyone.
Yeah, he didn't do anything wrong.
You understand? So it's just one of them things that will happen. Part of the whole situation, the construct of the game. So no, they must say Corberg we a goal and him not to play. So
Corberg is injured.
Yeah, him not gonna play.
Corberg probably should not play. He probably sacrificed himself to play because he was not fit. I did talk to him after that. He's not fit. He's had some injuries before, long-term injuries. So he's coming back. Should play himself back into fitness, but I think he re-injured himself in the game.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. I think people should be kind to him.
Yeah, empathize with the player.
Yeah. There was nothing that he could have done about that though.
No, the goal?
Yeah, nothing he could have.
No, he couldn't.
Yeah, the goal. The goal chopped somebody's head and.
Yeah.
Reflection and
I think they have some confusion in the marketing the goal.
In the what?
In how they board market.
Right. Yeah.
They are playing partial zone and partial man-to-man.
Right.
Somebody gave somebody else the assignment versus do what they're supposed to be doing.
I think the goalkeeper entered in the box at that time.
Kind of this.
Yeah. Right up to that what happened.
Yeah.
They had their lineup marked up. They no one can come for the goalkeeper. So when they try to switch, it messed up.
Yeah, that is it.
Yeah.
So people, big up yourself. I think yeah man, he had a grand problem. I think me and Cranky mentioned it the same time when we see he went over for that tackle going down that end. We have to say, so look at Corberg get hurt though. So that was the situation. But big up yourself, people. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thanks for your comment. Big up the people who call in the phone. They're hot to them, I'm telling you. Big up to Andre. You understand, who passed through. Cranky as usual. I mean, and Cranky a lot down the place from what day, you know? But
from Friday, right?
Yeah, from Friday. Yeah man, big up for the still people. So stay safe.
You all figure out how to charge the
what?
TV?
Oh! Yeah man. Yeah man.
You know what? It crashed before.
Yeah, but before we get to charge it, so it's vehicle have to change.
It's actually in the front.
Is it front?
It's in the front. It's a thing post in the front. Yeah.
I don't know what feel.
Yeah, man. But big up people. Until next time, stay safe. Peace out. We catch up in the post game.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.